answer that.
Hello, Hortense.
Wesley's jumped off the garage.
I'll see to it. Goodbye, Hortense.
Well?
Mrs. Hufnagel claims that Wesley was using Grandma Hufnagel's shawl for parachuting off the garage roof.
Wesley Owens, you could have been killed. Not really. Grandma Hufnagel was sleeping one off on the lawn and she broke my fall.
You go up to your room and don't come down till I tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
And while you're at it, I want you to write that valedictory speech for your graduation.
Come on, Mom. Just because I got the best grades in school, why do I have to write a speech about it?
To be named 6th grade valedictorian is a great honor, and I'm proud of you.
Great, then maybe you should write it.
Don't you sass me, mister!
Kevin, you're home early. I thought you had a date with Cindy.
You won't believe it, Miss Belvedere. It was incredible. Suddenly we started trembling. The car was vibrating. The whole earth was tossing and turning.
Cindy must be quite a girl.
Huh? No, I saw a UFO. You know, like a flying saucer. See, we were parked up on Lookout Mountain, and I looked up and I saw this big, round, silver thing with little rotating lights.
Well, perhaps it was an airplane or a helicopter. Maybe it was a blimp.
Hey, I know a blimp when I see one. I mean, you know what I mean.
So, what do you think, big guy?
I think those sacks look better on the potatoes.
We're in training for Father Dad Olympics at school.
And you're practicing for the Guess My Lower Extremities competition?
It's a sack race, Belvedere.
Yeah, I put pink fringe on mine.
Yeah, and I got blue because I'm a guy.
I'll call Bellevue. They're running a 2-for-1 special.
Don't listen to him, kitten. He'll change his tune once we win the wheelbarrow race. Ready?
Okay.
You get the door.
Greetings, Earthling.
Miss Belvedere, looking for that spaceship. I think I finally located the Big Dipper.
Oh?
Yeah, take a look.
Kevin, those are the Hufnagel's Christmas lights. They never took them down.
Go ahead, make fun. But you'll feel different when I make contact with aliens and I'm on the cover of Time.
Just keep that thing pointed away from Fifi Hufnagel's window, or else you'll be doing time.
I mean, I can't believe we got talked into going to the stupid graduation dance. It's for geeks.
Don't worry. I got a few tricks up my sleeve that'll keep things jumping.
All right.
Mrs. Owens is ready to drive you gentlemen to the party.
We're all set.
Any progress on the valedictory speech?
It's on the table.
Good evening, ladies and germs.
Well, it's a start.
It's finished.
Oh, man, it's even geekier than I thought.
Quick, give me a chunk.
Calm down, Miles. There's a time and a place for everything.
Hello, boys.
Hello, Principal Hodges.
Let me make something clear, Owens. I may have to let you come to this dance, and I may have to let you be valedictorian, but that doesn't mean I have to like you.
May I say, sir, that those hair implants have taken beautifully.
Don't kiss up to me, Owens. It won't help. I'm watching you.
Well, let's go see what the guys do. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Anybody interested in a little action?
Yeah?
Like what? Like a toad in the punch bowl.
Ah, come on, Wes. Get real.
That's kids stuff. But this room is full of girls. Don't you want to bug them?
Hi, guys. Hello, Wesley.
What do you want, rat face?
Oh, Wesley. You've called me that since kindergarten. Don't you think it's about time you use my real name?
Okay, what do you want, barf brain?
Wesley T. Owens, you are gross.
Yeah, get with the program. I'll dance with you, Roberta.
Okay. Fine. Let's get out of here.
Oh, Roberta looks kind of cute.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Looks like it's toad time, and this is the place. Cover me.
Young people, the refreshment table is now open. I'm sure we're all grateful to our hard-working cafeteria staff for this lavish spread of sponge cake and punch. Yes, well, we'll enjoy yourselves. But please, one trip only.
Have some punch, Roberta. It has quite a kick. Toad! It's a joke. I'm just making everybody laugh.
Mr. Owens, the kindergarten party is down the hall. Perhaps you'd be more comfortable there.
No, I'll stay here. Then stop acting like such a spaz.
Why don't you just take your stupid old toad and get out of here?
Yeah. All right, I didn't want to come to this party anyway. Come on, let's go, Miles.
I'm gonna stay here.
Huh? Why?
I want to dance.
Fine, who cares? I'm getting out of here.
While you're at it, why don't you grow up? Yeah.
All right, Wesley. What have you done?
Nothing.
You've been away less than an hour. Did the police raid the dance?
No, I just missed you.
Oh, it's worse than I thought. Was there a fatality?
Yeah, my toad.
What was the cause of death?
Island punch.
Aloha.
Mr. Belvedere, do you think I'm childish?
Actually, demented is the word I like to use.
They threw me out, Mr. Belvedere. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am a jerk.
Of course you are. But don't worry, you'll do better next time.
There ain't gonna be a next time. If everyone wants me to grow up, that's what I'm gonna do. Starting tomorrow, I'm a new man.
And I was just beginning to outwit the old one.
Close the door! Well, that's the first time I ever saw a dog with a fin on his back.
When you ripped that fence post out of the ground and started chasing you, I thought you were a goner.
Well, sit down. You'll feel better with a little breakfast under your sweats.
Oh, can't. We got to do one more mile before I go to school. Ready, Dad?
Right behind you, kitten. Yeah. Well, let's go out the front.
Gee, I hope George isn't overdoing this training thing.
Yes, he did look dog-tired.
Morning, all.
Hi, honey. Gee, don't you look nice. Is there something special at school today?
No, except we have a new substitute teacher, and I just want to make a good impression. Honey, are you feeling all right? Never better.
Would you like some breakfast? We have cocoa crunches.
Not really, that's for kids. I think I'll just grab a cup of coffee on the way in. Bye, all.
What are you doing? It's the middle of the night.
Research.
Oh, yes, of course. Vixens from Venus is the last word in authenticity. Don't you think this alien lunacy's gone far enough?
Look, it's not lunacy, it's fact.
Oh, regardless, it's ruining your health and interfering with your studies.
Are you kidding? I've never studied harder.
Chariots of the gods, communion, men who hate aliens, and the women who love them.
This one's got pictures. See? There have actually been cases where human males have made love to alien women.
Oh, it happens every day.
Yeah, look at this. A Peruvian farmer was plowing a field late at night, and all of a sudden, he was caught in a beam of light from the sky. A beautiful alien woman came down and,
Plowed his field?
Yeah. And if it can happen in Peru, it can happen in Pittsburgh.
Hello, George.
Hi, Belvedere. Did you know there are 3 Fritos, a set of car keys, and a Chocodile under the stove?
I know, that's where I keep them. May I ask what you're doing?
I wrecked my back practicing for the wheelbarrow race. I figured this might help.
I see.
I thought that father-daughter thing was going to be a bunch of fake girl sports. Some of those kids are killers.
Oh.
I took a hit in dodgeball and I made a soprano out of a shorter one.
Why don't you just tell Heather you're not up to it?
No, this is important. The little girl's growing up. Pretty soon she'll be married to some dirtbag husband and I'll never see her. Maybe my last time to do some special stuff with her.
George, you're going to have to let go sooner or later. But not right now.
Belvedere! Belvedere! Hey, get me off this thing, will you?
Good afternoon, all.
Hi, honey. You're home from school awfully late. Did you have detention?
No, a meeting at the Dairy Queen. Possible distribution deal for the school paper.
Honey, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Now that you mention it, I was wondering if I could give a party here.
Party?
Nothing fancy, just a casual little get-together with a few of the right kids. Make some contacts, do a little networking.
Well, sure. Hey, we could have ice cream and little hats and, hey, maybe even a clown.
Let me get back to you on that. I'm gonna go make some Postum and wheat thins.
He's sick, isn't he?
The Hofnagels must think so. They've just taken their house off the market.
I'm worried about him, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, I assure you, Mrs. Owens, that underneath that 3-piece suit, there beats the heart of a potential felon. Can I help you?
Yeah. Bob Kincaid, Mutual of Pittsburgh. Someone here called about buying some long-term life insurance.
No.
That's for me. And lastly, of course, is the threat of economic retaliation. And that, in a nutshell, is why I think we can't afford any more trade embargoes.
Rumaki, anyone?
Hey, this is liver.
Well, it wasn't my idea.
And there's cottage cheese for any of you young ladies who might be watching your weight.
I'll be in the kitchen. If you need anything, just whistle. You do know how to whistle, don't you? Maybe not.
Hi, Wesley.
Roberta, glad you can make it. Won't you come in?
Thanks. But no more tow trucks, okay?
I wouldn't think of it.
Oh. Hey, Wes. Can't we play a game or something?
Now that you mention it, we do have enough hands here for a canasta tournament.
Never mind.
Miles, my man, you're looking razor sharp.
Hi, guys.
Bob, I'd like you to meet a pal of mine. Bob Kincaid, Miles Nomnoster.
Bob Kincaid, Mutual of Pittsburgh. Say, your folks have a dental plan?
Hey, Belvedere, what kind of kid's party is this?
A bad one.
Who's the guy in a cheap polyester suit?
Insurance salesman. Mutual pain in the whatever.
Hi. How's the party going?
It's the worst. I've seen kids have more fun waiting to get a tetanus shot.
And so we learned that Sudbury, Ontario is the nickel capital of North America.
Wesley Owens. This is the most boring party in the history of the world.
Yeah.
I'm going to the mall.
Yeah, this is Dullsville. I'll drive.
Where is everybody going? We've still got 15 pounds of Rumaki.
Forget it. The party was a disaster. Even the insurance guy left.
Oh, it wasn't so bad. I came away with a full medical plan.
What am I supposed to do, Mr. Belvedere? When I act like a kid, everyone laughs. And when I act grown up, everyone leaves.
Well, maybe you should stop acting.
Huh?
Wesley, life is a series of cycles. Your childhood was cycle 1, and now you're entering cycle 2.
You make me sound like an old dog.
Wesley, I never thought I'd bring myself to be able to say this, but you've got to be yourself.
Yeah, right. What's the matter? Was the mall closed?
Wes, we came back because we kind of feel bad about what happened.
Yeah, right.
Leslie, when I told you to grow up, I just meant act a little more your age.
We're still your friends, no matter how dopey you act.
Well, we sure don't act like it.
I know it sounds strange, Wes, but I think the kids are sincere.
Thanks, Bob.
You bet.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. We need you.
Huh? Tomorrow is graduation. If we're gonna do something truly wicked to Principal Hodges, we've got to have your help.
Forget it, I can't.
You can't? The greatest criminal mind in the history of the school? Can't?
Nope.
Wait a minute. Is this the legendary Wesley Owens who set fire to the custodian's back hair? The boy who glued Miss Steckler's wedgies to the floor? The criminal genius who hid a dead fish in the detention hall radiator? The Wesley Owens who's going to lead us kids in the greatest prank in the history of Chester Conklin Elementary School?
Yes! Yes! I'm that Wesley Owens, and I'll do it! Okay.
Gee, it's a good thing we got here early. The place is really filling up.
Well, you wouldn't think so many teachers would show up for Wes's graduation.
Give the people what they want and they'll turn out.
So, did you go over Wes's speech?
No, he told me you did it. Have you seen it, Mr. Belvedere?
No, all that Wesley said was that he'd prepared something special.
Maybe we better map out the nearest exit.
And thank you, orchestra, for that unique rendition of Slaughter on 10th Avenue. And now, parents and friends, we come against my better judgment to that portion of the ceremonies in which the valedictorian will read his address. This year's valedictorian, Wesley T. Owens, has been responsible for more teacher overtime hours than any student in our history. It is with trepidation that I give you Wesley Owens.
Thank you, Principal Hodges. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to welcome you to our graduation. Being named valedictorian is a very great honor, but it would not have been possible without the fine education offered here at Chester Conklin Elementary School. An education of mind and of heart, for here we have learned not only to be ourselves, but to be the best selves we can possibly be. As we face an uncertain future, we can do so with full hearts, knowing that we come away from this place with the knowledge that will guide us through the shoals and rapids that lay ahead. Thank you all.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Well, in that case, I guess I can release the SWAT team. Now, if everyone will join me in singing the school song.
And while we're at it, you're grounded for the summer.
You will not leave your room except for meals and trips to the bathroom. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You're just plenty lucky Principal Hodges was a county cartwheel champion. He might have sued us.
I know. But you gotta admit, it was a great prank.
I'd give it 4 stars.
I sprained my ankle.
Oh, I knew you shouldn't have gotten involved in those fool races.
Well, he didn't hurt himself in a race.
Huh?
Well, I was so excited to be there, I caught my foot on a seatbelt restraint and fell out of the car.
Honey, this is hurt.
Not as much as my pride. I'm sorry, kitten. I wanted to be a hero and win you a bunch of medals.
Well, that's okay, Dad. It's like you always taught me. It's not whether you win or lose, but how you get out of the car. Besides, we didn't come away empty-handed. We won the medal for the tug-of-war.
Oh, how did you manage that?
Hello, all. your drawer harmonicas. Kevin, don't you think it's time that you gave up this quest of intergalactic romance and got back to normal life?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just, once you've seen something that spectacular, you want to see it over and over. More than that, you want to be part of it.
I know. I felt that way the first time I saw Ursula Andress. Kept some dinner in the oven.
Oh, no, thanks. Cindy invited me over to her place, and she said I can have anything I want.
Sounds like a good offer.
Yeah. See ya.
Hey, Slim, you busy?
Please. I have enough problems down here. Intergalactic twit. Things have finally quieted down here in the Owens household. George has hobbled off to bed, proud to know that in Heather's heart, he is still a winner. Wesley sleeps off the first night of his month sentence in his room. I think it will take 3 days to get the smile off his face. Kevin, having given up the pursuit of UFOs, has returned to campus and the study of other heavenly bodies. I, on the other hand, have developed a great fondness for extraterrestrials. After all, anyone who calls me slim can't be all bad.
Hey now, Hawk here. Dig this. I've only got 10 seconds to advise you to catch Spencer for hire tomorrow. Advising is what I do best. Watch.
Sunday at 7, the world's most extraordinary couple has returned. Alan and his mermaid wife, Madison, in the all-new Splash 2.
So they can watch what may be television's last grand miniseries, War and Remembrance, starting Sunday at 8, 7.
Anyways, I get all my weekends off. Holidays, too. I don't do windows, I don't scrub floors, and I ain't fixing to do no sewing or mending or patching.
What exactly do you do?
Well, I tell you, I don't mind shooting varmints, and I'll cook 'em up for you. You ain't lived till you've had my possum surprise.
I think she's smoking it.
Mrs. Deberschmidt, tell me, have you ever had any experience around, well, you know, people?
Well, I worked 2 years at a home for the criminally insane.
That should come in handy with him.
Anyway, Mrs. Deberschmidt, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be in touch.
Don't you reckon I ought to leave a picture so that you folks will remember just which one I was?
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Suit yourself.
I take it that Mammy Yoakum didn't quite fit the bill?
Gee, I don't know. I kind of liked her. Of course, I was always a sucker for a babe with a pipe.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. We'll find somebody.
Hey, what are you apologizing to him for?
George.
I mean, who the hell ever heard of hiring a housekeeper to take care of your housekeeper?
Well, it certainly wasn't my fault that somebody left their skateboard on the stairs.
Well, I just left it there from you.
You know there's some lady on our front lawn skinning a squirrel?
Perhaps it was a snack for the bus ride home.
So you guys find anybody good yet? You've been seeing people all day.
No, not really, honey.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like that Swedish lady that wasn't wearing any underwear. Your dad's the one that pointed it out.
Well, I guess this just goes to show you're a pretty tough guy to replace.
Well, I knew you'd realize someday there was only one Mr. Belvedere.
Is this the Owens residence?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Jolly good. In that case, I am your new housekeeper.
What?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Excuse me, but did you say your name is Belvedere?
Yes, Galen Belvedere.
And do you two know each other?
Yes, we're cousins.
Looks like the family only comes in 2 sizes.
Mr. Belvedere, you never told us you had a cousin.
Well, we haven't seen each other for a little while.
No, 20 years to be exact, cuz? Last time I heard you were rambling round Rangoon. Something to do with the elephant roundup.
Yes, well, the last I heard of you, dear cousin, you were leaning against a fire hydrant somewhere other than Pittsburgh.
Well, you know how it is with us Belvederes, Lynn. 1 minute it's Kuala Lumpur, the next minute Stilltown, USA.
Wow, and now you both are together after all these years. What any coincidence.
Yes. A small world.
It is with you in it.
Hey, this is great. Now we've got 2 Mr. Belvederes, and they're both snotty.
Yeah, lucky us.
I take it, Mrs. Owens, that the position of temporary housekeeper is still open.
Well,
Actually, the position has already been filled.
It has?
Well, I thought Mrs. Defferschmidt had impeccable qualifications.
Huh? Like what?
Well, I thought she looked very nice in burlap.
Well, that's all right, Cousin Lynn. I understand. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Hey, wait! You're not going to just throw your own cousin out on the street, are you?
Absolutely. Ta-ta! Mind the curb.
Belvedere, I'm surprised at you.
Don't be upset with my cousin, Mrs. Owens. He only has your best interests at heart. I'm afraid Lynn knows me for what I really am. An obstinate, opinionated, know-it-all snob.
Gee, that'd be a switch.
Don't be ridiculous, Galen. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here and take care of us and get reacquainted with your cousin, and I don't want to hear another word.
Not even help?
We English do enjoy a good cup of tea, don't we?
Yes, almost as much as we enjoy a good mystery. Speaking of which, what the hell are you doing in Beaver Falls?
Why, what on earth do you mean?
Oh, come now, Galen. It was no accident. You were just popping up like this, so out with it.
All right. I'll tell you, but it has to be our little secret. Agreed?
Agreed.
I came here to kill you. I gotcha.
Galen, I swear.
I haven't gotten you that good since Lord Wilfrid's 10th birthday party. Do you remember when I made you snort chocolate milk through your nose?
It wasn't chocolate milk, you demented little rugrat. It was hot scalding cocoa.
We did used to have some good laughs, though, didn't we?
Yes, usually at my expense.
Oh, I'm not so sure. What about the time I woke up and found you'd mailed me to Glasgow?
I tell you why you were so upset. I sent you first class.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, time for your afternoon walk.
I'm coming.
Boy, it sounds like you guys are really getting along.
Oh, don't you be deceived, Heather. We still loathe and despise each other. It's just that sometimes he absolutely slays me.
Well, that's why I'm here.
That's it. I've had it with her. It's Becky's birthday, right? And I've been racking my brain for weeks trying to think of something really great to get her. And then it hits me. She loves to bowl. Perfect. So I get her this, and what does she do? She heaves it at me. Says it's unromantic. Now, does this look unromantic to you?
You obviously felt this gift was novel and somewhat endearing, while she was probably hoping for something more personal and sensitive. I certainly wouldn't let my pride get in the way. Perhaps a dozen red roses stuck in the finger holes here might work wonders in softening your fair lady's heart.
Hey, that's great. Who the hell are you, anyway?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh. Boy, that diet must really be working.
Good morning, Galen.
Good morning, Cousin Lynn.
I trust you slept well in the drawer Mrs. Owens prepared for you.
Well, not really. It was your underwear drawer. I woke up in a pair of your boxer shorts, thought I was at a lawn party.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's that smell?
This is breakfast. We have English bangers, Irish oats, and Scotch eggs. I call it my Empire Strikes Back buffet.
You're wasting your time, Galen. The Owensism or the Pop-Tart mentality.
Well, that's because it's the only stuff you eat.
Yeah, big guy. You haven't made us a hot breakfast in a month.
Well, I have been under the weather.
Oh, no. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
How are you going to get there? Freight elevator?
This fun is contagious, isn't it?
Hello, I'm Mr. Belvedere. I woke up in your underwear drawer. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
Evening, Cousin Lynn. I made you some nice hot chocolate.
No, thank you. My nose isn't thirsty.
I don't blame you for being upset with me, cousin. Just a bitter bunion on the backside of humanity, that's what I am. I'll leave you alone.
Are there marshmallows in it?
The little pretty pink and green ones, just like we used to have as children. Remember?
How could I forget?
Here we go, then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I brought you something else, too.
Mrs. Higginbottom's bedtime tales. I remember Grandma Georgina used to read them to us both.
I'll read one to you if you like.
Oh, would you?
Let's see if we can find a good one, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. The Giant and Jeremy Crumb.
That's funny. I don't remember that one.
Oh, you will. Once upon a time, there was a tiny little man named Jeremy Crumb who lived in a pumpkin shell. Jeremy worked very hard at the thimble factory, but when he came home at night, he was very sad, for he had no true love to call his own. Then one day, Jeremy met the fair maiden Jane. Jane was tall and beautiful with hair like spun gold, and she loved little Jeremy, even though he only came up to her tuchus. Then the big fat giant from the land of lard showed up. He made jokes about little Jeremy, and Jane laughed and left him and married a Harlem Globetrotter instead. Then little Jeremy swore revenge against the big, fat, flatulent giant. And now that he's found him, he's going to carve him up into little bite-sized pieces and feed him to the bloody crows. Just as soon as your cast comes off, cousin, it's you and me at sunrise. I challenge you to a duel. And by the way, I hope you enjoy your cocoa. I put a laxative in it.
Good morning.
Hey, honey.
Morning, Mrs. Owens. Can I get you some breakfast?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm in kind of a rush today. I have a job interview.
Hey, that's great, Mom.
Oh, yeah, Marsh? What is it? A new law firm.
No, actually, I'm going to try out to be a Pennsylvania mushroom.
What?
Well, it's sort of like a California raisin, only it's a little more fungusy.
Oh, what are you going to do, Marsh? Lie down on a big pizza?
Dad, do you think Mom's getting enough oxygen?
I wouldn't be too concerned. Some people just take a little longer to find themselves than others, but when they do, they approach life with a whole new sense of vigor and enthusiasm. Morning, Cousin Lynn. Breakfast.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on now. I made your favorite, fried oysters and potatoes.
Oh, yes. A Hangtown fry. Very amusing, you twisted little troll.
Hey, what's the matter, big guy? You seem a little edgy this morning.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Well, your legs sure must be getting better. I must have heard you clump into the bathroom 500 times last night.
Yes, well, my new Reader's Digest came in yesterday. Besides that, my legs all swelled up again, so there.
Now, come on, guys. We're going to be late for school.
Yeah, take it easy, Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, big guy, don't let things get you down.
And remember what they say, cousin, today is the last day of the rest of your life.
No, that's not it. You mean today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Oh, yes. My mistake.
He'll kill me. He'll kill me now. He'll kill me.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. You know that idea you gave me yesterday about the flowers and the bowling ball and stuff? Well, I did it, and it worked great. Becky went absolutely nuts. Hey, you're big again.
We're home.
I see that.
It was great, Mr. Belvedere. Galen picked me up from school, and we went to this neat medieval surplus store. Look at all the stuff we got. We got these neat dueling pistols, some swords, some ninja Death Stars. We even almost got a flamethrower.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a pair.
What a pity. I was beginning to feel a chill.
Come on, Galen. Let's go out and try out the crossbow. Galen said he can shoot the wings off a fly at 200 yards.
Just imagine what I could do with a larger target.
And just think what I could do with a can of Raid, you rancid little witch. Take that, you cretinous carbuncle, and that.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing out here? What happened to your cast?
I took it off.
But your leg isn't better yet.
Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do.
Huh? Do what?
Wesley, tomorrow morning at sunrise, my cousin Galen and I are going to have a duel. A duel to the death.
Ah, come on. You expect me to believe that?
Not really. Good night.
Hey, you're not kidding, are you? You guys are really gonna do it.
I'm afraid my cousin's convinced that I slighted him some years ago, and now he demands satisfaction.
But you can't fight Galen. He's better than you. I mean, he's little and fast, and you're big and... not so fast.
Be that as it may, Wesley, I am an Englishman, and I prefer death before dishonor.
Yeah, but you...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to try and figure out this thing.
Here,
What on earth's this?
a bus ticket.
Oh, my. All the way to Akron.
I would have sent you farther, but American Express called in my card.
Don't worry, Wesley. I'll be gone soon enough.
Yeah, as soon as you blow a few holes in Mr. Belvedere.
Well, the choice of weapons is his. I'm merely getting them ready.
Hey, I mean it. I don't want you hurting him.
I'm sorry, Wesley. There's nothing I can do. Once certain events are set in motion, they become unalterable. You cannot reverse them. I'm talking about man's destiny and the forces of the universe.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. The forces of the universe haven't been up against Wesley T. Owens. Hey, George, guess what?
What?
I got the job. So, how do I look?
Like a mushroom.
You really think so? Only trouble is my stem is so tight I feel like I'm wearing a straitjacket.
Maybe you better get used to it.
Oh, congratulations. Mrs. Owens, I'm sure you'll be a fungus Pennsylvania can be proud of.
Thank you, Galen.
Hey, what's with the monkey suit, little guy? Looks like you're going to a funeral.
That certainly is a possibility. Mr. and Mrs. Owens, I must apologize. There may be some unpleasantness this morning, but rest assured, as soon as it's over with, I'll be on my way.
Galen Belvedere, I assume your challenge.
Oh, I get it. It's funny outfit day.
Just a minute, you tin-plated teeny bopper. You can't accept my challenge.
Oh, yeah? That's not what it says here.
Miss Manners' Guide to Combat Etiquette.
It says right there on page 57, in the event the primary opponent becomes ill or incapacitated, his duly appointed second may replace him on the field of honor.
Wait a minute, he's not incapacitated. He told me his leg was fine.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, just a few more steps.
Oh, Heather, easy. I think something may be broken.
Malingerer, big faker. You're even limping on the wrong leg.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Wesley. Perhaps you could explain the Louisville slugger imprint on my left shin.
Will you please tell me what's going on?
It's Galen. He never really wanted to be our housekeeper. He just came to kill Mr. Belvedere.
What?
In a fair fight, of course. We were going to have a duel earlier this morning.
That was before Vlad the Impaler came along and took me out of the lineup.
This is ridiculous. I will not have two grown men dueling to the death on my carpet.
Tough talk from a toadstool.
Mrs. Owens, we promised to limit the bloodletting to the patio.
We were going to do it on the grass, but we thought Galen might get lost in it.
I'd rather get lost in it than graze in it. Water buffalo.
Shrimp boat.
Tubby the tuber.
Piccolo Pete. Guys.
You see, it's idiotic jokes like that poisoned the mind of my fiancée and turned her against me.
Fiancé? What fiancé?
This fiancée here.
You were engaged to Gail Storm?
Gail Storm, that's Gwendolyn Fitzmaurice.
Fitzy, that's not Fitzy. Fitzy had red hair.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, you're thinking of Wanda Grigsby. She had red hair.
Oh, Wanda had no hair, you little twit. She lost it at that Thresher demonstration, remember?
Oh, yes. But all I know is I was going to marry somebody, and then you waddled over and ruined the whole thing. At the Guy Fawkes dance.
You mean that grog-guzzling fiasco way back in 63?
So you do remember.
I remember pulling off Lady Ashley's leg.
I'm just asking her to marry me.
Oh, really? You told me you were climbing for coconuts.
Whoops. You mean I almost got killed over some babe you guys can't even remember?
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
It's not.
No, all my life this man's been insulting me, belittling me, treating me like some kind of freak. I demand satisfaction.
Very well, Galen. If you insist upon this madness, I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Fine.
But before we draw a bead on one another, I think you should know that it was never your size that inspired my insults, but your stature.
What?
You are the most aggravating person I know. Achievement for achievement, exploit for exploit, insult for insult. You have managed to one-up me my whole damn life, and it makes me so mad I could spit. Oh, sorry.
And all this time I thought it was because I was little.
Galen, you're the biggest pain I know.
So does this mean you guys are calling the duel off?
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I'm still confused.
Just play.
On my mark. 1, 2, 3, turn and fire!
Well, Cousin Lynn, I'll be off now.
So soon? The family will be sorry they missed you.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I think they're pretty happy with the Belvedere they've got.
And where are you off to now? The road to Mandalay? Timbuktu?
Akron, actually. Somebody was kind enough to give me a ticket. I hear it's the bowling capital of the world.
Yes. Perhaps you could get a job there as a pin.
Well, I'll be going. Needn't see me to the door.
I won't have to see you at all after tonight.
Cousin, all differences aside, if ever you should feel like returning to England, there'll always be a place for you at Belvedere Castle.
I appreciate that, Galen. Truly.
Just give me 2 weeks' notice. I'll have the drawbridge reinforced. Doodly-pip.
At any rate, all's quiet on the home front, now that my impish cousin Galen is gone. I never thought I'd say it, but I almost miss the little twit. It's always so nice spending time with your family, even if they are out to kill you. Anyway, I shouldn't be too depressed. After all, I still have Wesley. I may not have the insult, but I'll always have the injury.
Critic Tom Shale says it's tremendous television. We may never see anything like it again. It's War and Remembrance, continuing Sunday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Now, Wendy pulls a fast one on her father. A fake boyfriend stands in for...
Tennis shorts, sunscreen, sun hat. How do I look?
Like Speedy Gonzales.
I don't understand why we can't go on this cruise.
Yeah, we never get to go anywhere.
Well, it's not your 21st anniversary. Besides, this will give you the chance to spend some quality time with Mr. Belvedere.
So stick to your desk and never go to sea, and you will be ruler of the Queen's Navy.
God, Mom, please don't do this to us.
I mended the drawstring in whatever these are.
They're clam dippers. Wear them when you go after clams.
What are you going to do, frighten them to death?
Come on, George, we shove off at 1800 hours and we don't want to be late.
Got your tickets?
Right here. Good old cousin Leo. Too bad he had to go in for toe reduction surgery. Marcia and I really made a killing on the cruise tickets.
All right, kids, I want you to do your homework, get to bed on time, and do whatever Mr. Belvedere tells you.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Owens. Have a wonderful time. I'll mind the home front.
I must be the cab.
Bye,
honey. See you later.
Lynn Belvedere.
Yes?
Lieutenant Anthony Marsden Smythe of Her Britannic Majesty's service.
The Queen?
Whereas in the past you have faithfully served Her Majesty, whereas your domestic skills are without parallel on both hemispheres, whereas we are in dire need of these skills, you, Lynn Belvedere, are strictly charged to attend the Queen's person without delay. I shall await without.
See, that guy's going to be waiting a long time.
Not at all.
Hey, listen, big guy, you better make a choice. You're either working for the Queen of England or for us.
Cheerio.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Do you believe Belvedere just walked out like that?
Oh, George, now we won't be able to go on our cruise.
Oh, well, sure you can. We can take care of ourselves. You've left us alone before.
Not without round-the-clock surveillance.
Well, what are we going to do? If the plane goes, we're going to miss the Princess Lucretia.
Oh, forget it, George. We'll never find anyone to watch the kids.
Bon voyage!
Happy anniversary, Mr. and Mrs. Owens. If you hadn't gotten married, Kevin never would have come along, and I wouldn't have a roommate. Oh, thank you, dear.
Say, Kev, remember when you told us how grateful you were for us helping with your college tuition?
And for helping with your apartment rent.
And us picking the cockleburs out of your hair when you're sent home from camp.
Remember how you said you wanted to pay us back one day?
Yeah.
Today's the day.
Belvedere skipped out. Our plane's leaving in 45 minutes. You're taking care of the kids.
Hey, wait a minute. I mean, what about my apartment? What about Casey?
Well, if your roommate Casey really is just your roommate, she can roommate on her own for a week. Can't you, dear? Yeah, sure. Bye, Kev.
But, Mom, but... Well, dinner seems to go pretty well.
Hey.
I said dinner seemed to go pretty well.
Nobody ate any of whatever that was you made.
The important thing is that it went smoothly.
Come on, Kev. I'm just having some harmless fun.
What are you doing?
Loading the paradise.
That's illegal.
Wait till you see what I do to the roulette wheel.
Okay, that's it. Everybody listen up. Now, I have made a list of household duties. If everybody just does their own part, we'll all...
Live happily ever after?
Okay, Wes, you take out the trash, wash the dishes, clean the bathrooms, and dust the downstairs. Heather, you do the laundry, make the beds, clean the kitchen, and dust the upstairs, okay?
Gee, Kev, who's gonna milk old bossy?
Pretty soon, we'll have this place running like a well-oiled machine. Now, I've got a test in the morning, so I'm gonna hit the hay. You guys go finish your chores, and then go nighty-night.
Right.
Here be your quarters for the duration, your ladyship.
There must be a mistake.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but it says here you got the governor's suite.
Wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be a cruise ship.
Yes and no, your lordship. The Princess Lucretia's actually a freighter, but we do take on the occasional joy rider.
Are those cows?
Aye, we be bringing beef round the Horn to Frisco.
Well, why don't you go through the Panama Canal?
The Panama Canal is for sissies.
You know, Marsh, there's something just plain not right about this.
You're right. I say we get off while we still can.
You're free to leave if you're not afraid of sharks.
Holy smokes! We've sailed! Hey, look, Ace. I demand to see the captain.
Captain Peel at your service.
Well, now, you listen to me, Captain. I've seen your brochure, and this is way off. I mean, we don't even have a place to put our clothes.
Are you blind as well as stupid?
Oh, God!
What's this? It ain't dinner time?
Begging the captain's pardon.
You shut your mouth and come with me.
Mercy!
Heather! Hey, turn the stereo down! Heather!
Are you talking to me? I can't hear you.
You can hear Radio Free Europe with the way you're wired. Keep the stereo down, will you? Hey, Wes! Get up here now!
What's on your mind, Kev?
You forgot to take out the garbage.
I've been a little busy.
Yeah, what are you doing down there?
Playing with my electric trains.
You're awfully dressed up.
I'm the conductor.
See you later.
Heather, I demand to know where you're going looking like a bad Madonna video.
Why don't you take all that energy and clean this place up? The house is a wreck.
Right. Hey, wait! Hey, Wes, I'll give you $5 if you help me clean this mess up. Huh?
Gee, Kev, you know, I'd love to help you out, but the super chief is pulling into Albuquerque.
You know, you guys wouldn't be sassing me if Mr. Belvedere were here.
This was for heroism during the Blitz. This was for climbing Mount Everest. And this was for winning the Pillsbury Bake Off. Oh, excuse me, I think the royal family is summoning me. Lynn Belvedere here? Who? Kevin? Wesley's doing what? Heather went where? Not now, Kevin. I have a meeting with some members of the royal family. They're here now. No, I will not say hi for you.
Hello? Kevin?
I'm gonna kill you, you little
Kevin?
Oh, hi, Case. What are you doing here?
Well, I was worried about you. I haven't heard from you in 3 days.
Look, somebody owes me $103.50.
What's going on?
Wesley ordered a dozen pizzas when he knew I was cooking dinner. And now he wants me to pay for it when he knows I don't have the money, so I was gonna beat on him until he paid the guy.
Oh. You took an order for 12 pizzas from a kid?
I've been under a lot of pressure lately.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll give you 10 cents on the dollar.
Sold.
Pay him, Wes.
How about a tip?
Ease up on the dippity-doo. All right, Case. Stay and have some pizza with us.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess the place is a little messy.
Messy? No offense, but I've seen landfills that were tidier. Well, who's in charge?
I am.
Well, since it's pretty obvious no one is, you get yourself upstairs and scrub that junk off your face. And you, get your button gear and start cleaning up this mess. And I suggest that you get into the kitchen and put whatever's causing that smell out of its misery.
Okay, you're so cute when you're mad.
Move it! Move it! Move it!
I finished the dishes.
Thank you, Wesley.
I picked up the living room.
Thank you, Heather.
Took out the trash.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, everybody up to bed. Not you, Kevin. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll be up in about 10 minutes to tuck you in.
Bed bugs?
You know, this is kind of weird. You and me taking care of Heather and Wesley. It's, sort of like playing house.
Down, boy. Only game we're playing tonight is gin.
I'll deal.
Oh, George, that food was inedible.
Yeah. The jellied eels are really backing up on me. I complained to the captain, but I don't think he's going to do anything.
Lash the cook to the yardarm, matey.
Help me, please! Oh, God, no! No, please! I'll never do it again!
I don't like complaints from the passengers. This is for Mr. Owens. This is for Mrs. Owens. And here's one to grow on.
My stay at Buckingham Palace is proceeding amiably. The members of the royal family have welcomed me with their usual graciousness. Although Prince Philip gave me a shellacking in lawn bowling, of course, I let him win.
I have given counsel to those who have sought my advice. And quite frankly, I'm pooped. Come in. Oh, you shouldn't have.
No, they are from Mrs. Thatcher. She's waiting in the limo.
You're still here?
You bet. Wes, what do you have on your face?
I don't know, toothpaste, I guess.
Come here.
Aw, please, no.
Just hold still.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Morning, Case.
Morning, Kevin.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, no, I'm late for Western Civ.
Western Civ has waited for 5,000 years. I'm sure it'll wait for your breakfast.
What?
Kevin?
Right. Breakfast.
Well, you look very nice, Heather.
Well, I'm glad you approve, Casey. If you'd send me back to change my clothes one more time, I'd have to wear my Girl Scout uniform.
Your oatmeal's on the table.
I don't eat oatmeal.
All right. I have some lovely stewed prunes.
Oatmeal.
Kevin, here's your grocery list for after school.
Right.
And don't forget to pick up the dry cleaning.
Okay.
And be sure to come home right after you do your chores. Don't hang out with Carl. He's a bad influence.
Yes, dear.
Oh, look, George, the sun is shining, and the water is so smooth and blue.
See, Marsh, I told you. We stuck things out, things will get better.
You look like an able-bodied man. I'd be needing a new stoker for the boiler room.
Now you
I'll take none of your lip. And you be pulling galley duty. Our cook has fallen apart on us. Now, come on, shift yourselves. Come on, out.
See, Marsh, I told you there'd be activities.
Boy, am I beat.
You're beat. I'm the one who was on her feet all day in that hellhole they call a kitchen.
Well, you better come up with something edible for breakfast. The crew thinks you poisoned them.
Well, there's only so many ways you can prepare chopped meat.
That was meat? Anyway, the boiler room wasn't so bad. Something about physical labor. Smell of honest sweat. The guys, Emil, Uriah, Steve. I like Steve.
What happened to your shirt?
Steve wanted it. I guess he liked me, too.
Well, you look pretty good without it, you able-bodied stoker, you.
You look pretty hot yourself, you galley wench.
Hide me! Hide me! It's mutiny! Mutiny!
It's the half mutiny, Captain. Billy, lad, fetch me this him-bowling knife.
Let's do that someplace else.
Stow it. The two of you have jinxed this tub. The crew's voted to put you overboard.
George?
Well, somebody must have stood up for us. What about Steve?
Steve's dead. He wanted you to have this back. The lot of you, move your carcasses on deck. Move it.
Yeah, well, when we get back to land, tell it.
I don't get it, Mr. Belvedere. Have I sunk so low that I can be outsmarted by one of Kevin's girlfriends? Technically, Wesley, Casey is Kevin's roommate and girlfriend, and as such deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Huh? Perhaps if you made an attempt to get on her good side. So far, the only side I've seen is the housewife from hell.
Wes, who are you talking to?
I was trying to have an imaginary conversation with Mr. Belvedere. I thought maybe he could solve our dragon lady problem.
And?
Nothing. Maybe if I ate a couple pounds of M&Ms.
Please don't go nuts on me, Wes. I never thought I'd say this, but you're my last link with sanity.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
Casey's driving me out of my mind, trying to turn me into a proper young lady.
I can't figure how someone so old-fashioned can be so hip. She put an alarm on my bedroom window so I can't sneak out. She put fluorescent baby powder on my slippers so she could track my night moves.
She's been tracking my phone calls. I feel like Kermit the Frog.
It's just she's got Kevin so twisted, half the time he thinks he should be changing diapers and half the time he thinks she's wearing them.
Hey, guys.
Boy, Kev, I sure hope you're at least getting some sex out of this deal.
No, I don't even know if I want it anymore. I mean, it was one thing when she was treating you two like little kids, but then she started on me, and I'm not a little kid.
The question is, what are we going to do about it?
Mr. Belvedere, this is an emergency. You have to tell us what to do.
Casey's driving us crazy. She makes you look like a softie.
She took all my new makeup and hid it, and I don't know where it is, and I look like a mole.
All she does is boss us around and give us orders. I mean, who died and made her queen?
Majesty's pardon. I believe that's for me.
Hey, Case, after the euphoria of knitting wears off, maybe I could go to the video store and pick something up?
We'll see.
Yeah, I understand now they have talkies.
See you guys later.
Where do you think you're going?
To the mall to hang out?
Oh, no, you're not. Wesley, you had detention and were late for dinner, and Heather, you've got an English test to study for.
Oh, but it's Friday night.
Back up to your rooms.
Come on, this isn't fair.
Yeah, come on, Case. What's the big deal? Why can't they go?
You heard my reasons.
I heard your reasons, and your reasons stink.
All right.
Kevin, you're undermining my authority.
What authority? I mean, who are you, the big boss of the world? Wes, Heather, go to the mall.
Wesley, Heather, stay where you are.
I said go.
I said stay.
Who wants to go to the mall?
Yeah, this beats how they're gonna stick all to hell.
You watch your mouth, young lady.
No, she doesn't have to. In fact, nobody has to do anything. I'm out of here.
Kevin.
Casey, I am tired of being grown up. I'm especially tired of being grown up with you. I'm going to the record store, and I'm going to get any album I want. Then I'm going to Burger Town, and I'm going to eat way too many French fries with gravy. And then I'm going to pick up my buddy Carl. You remember the bad influence? And I'm going to do anything he tells me to do. So there.
I guess I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Got some gravy on your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Look, Casey,
Kevin,
I know
really
I was
sorry,
rough on... Listen, Casey, I think the world of you, and I really appreciate all the help you've given me. But this whole thing just kind of got out of hand.
I know.
I mean, half the time I feel like I'm 7 years old again, and then I'll turn around and it's like we've been married for 30 years. What'd you say?
I said I know.
You do?
Kevin, I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and my mom and dad both worked. I always had to struggle really hard to keep control of everybody.
Oh.
So sometimes I come on too strong or I get too bossy. But it's only out of caring. I mean, if I didn't care about Wes or Heather or their handsome older brother, I would have walked.
Tell me again about the handsome older brother.
Nice of the Coast Guard to drop us off.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, we weren't doing anything honest.
Knock yourselves out. I have but one ambition left, to die in my own bed.
You heard her.
Since my return, the routine at the Owens residence has been restored to its usual abnormal state. Kevin and Casey are roommates once again, or whatever the young people are calling it. Heather and Wesley still won't obey my orders, but now they're not obeying more politely. George and Marcia are so grateful for my return, they gave me a slight raise. then docked me a week's pay for my English sojourn. It's nice to know the House of Owens can't live without me. I only wish the House of Windsor could.
Tomorrow at 8, it's the final mission for a member of the MI Force on Mission Impossible. Then Hawk shows that crime doesn't pay. It hurts on A Man Called Hawk. Followed by Murphy's Law.
I'll regret asking this, but what exactly are you doing?
Practicing.
For what? The rodeo?
Well, I'm going to be a stripper to raise money for charity.
Of course. Why pass the hat when you can drop the pants?
Hey, look, if I can help just one poor kid by letting a bunch of screaming women drop dollar bills into my shorts, then it's worth it.
Can sainthood be far behind?
More Salisbury steak, anyone?
I'm still chewing this piece.
It's not too tough, is it?
Not if you're Jaws.
Go ahead. Make fun. I'm in court all day trying to nail a slumlord. Then I rush home because it's Mr. Belvedere's day off, and I want my children to have a nice hot meal. And this is the thanks I get.
Come on, Mom. Finish it, man. Really. Right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And besides, I wanted to go on a diet anyway.
Excuse me.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
I can't make a dent in this gravy.
Here, try scraping it off with one of these Salisbury steak things.
Hey, Mom's meat works better than Brillo pads.
Nice going, Hez.
Oh, it was your stupid idea.
Hey, come on. You know, we all make fun of Mom's cooking, but it wouldn't hurt to give her a compliment once in a while.
You mean lie?
Well, it's not lying. It's called being tactful.
You mean like if I told you you're smart and beautiful?
No, that would be lying.
Real funny, Cap.
All right, look. Dad's away in Russia and Mom's lonely. I think we should try and be extra nice to her. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Now let's be extra nice to ourselves and go get a pizza.
Good evening, Mrs. Owens.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How was your day off?
Oh, very pleasant. But then again, it always is without Wesley.
Mr. Belvedere, how would you feel if the kids couldn't get their teeth through your thighs?
Relieved.
Do you think I'm a bad cook?
Well, bad is such a subjective term, Mrs. Owens. I mean, there's bad and there's awfully bad. And then again there's wretched and horrid and simply abysmal. Does that answer your question?
It's just the kids are always complaining about my food, and I'm getting tired of it.
Me too. Want to kill them?
No, but I am thinking of taking cooking lessons.
Well, just be sure and find a good teacher. Preferably one with a sense of humor.
Mr. Belvedere, it's so sweet of you to volunteer.
Mr. Belvedere, you're my trainer. Talk to me.
Why? I just saw your breakfast.
Come on. Saturday's gonna be here before you know it. I want to look good for this strip-off. Gotta bulk up.
Well, carry on.
Hey, where are you going?
To get something to eat. You bulk up your way, I'll bulk up mine. What are you doing?
Looking for my frog. Hey, Kev, is that Mr. Bug-Eyes on your shorts?
I suppose it was. For our first lesson, I thought we'd start with something foolproof. Good old Yankee pot roast.
Oh, that's easy. You just take a hunk of meat, throw it in a pot, dump in a box of salt, and boil everything till the water's all gone. My grandmother's recipe.
Ah, then it is hereditary. So, perhaps we should start with something even more basic.
Oh, okay.
Like spaghetti.
Sure.
Meet Chef Boyardee.
Kevin, what happened?
Mr. Bug-Eyes made me sprain my wrist. Wait till I get my good hand on him.
Relax, he's in my pocket. Sure.
Hey, something smells pretty good.
Yeah, it's great having Mr. Belvedere back in the kitchen.
Ah, nothing like a quiet stroll before dinner.
Wait a minute. If you're out here, then who's in...
Dinner in 5 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. She's using my recipe. It's absolutely foolproof.
So how is it?
Mom, what'd you do to this meat? I mean, to make it so tangy.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere gave me a few tips, like adding a bunch of beef bouillon cubes.
Mrs. Owens, I distinctly remember telling you to add only 2 cubes.
I know, but after you left, I got to thinking that if 2 would make it good, then 12 would make it fantastic.
Right you are, Mom.
That sounds like the smoke alarm.
Oh, good. The rolls must be ready.
Come in.
Hi, Wes said you wanted to see me.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to get your advice. Trying to find a theme for my act at the strip-off. What's the perfect female fantasy?
Well, I don't know. Mel Gibson serving ice cream that makes you thin?
How about this?
You're gonna be an FTD florist?
No, I'm a Roman gladiator.
Well, good luck, Spartacus.
Spartacus didn't wear a shirt. Oh, damn.
Mrs. Owens, I see you started without me.
Yeah, but the way everyone raved about my dinner last night, I think I'm finally getting some confidence.
Well, don't. Move ahead. Too quickly, I mean.
Oh, we're having lasagna tonight.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. What did you put in this sauce?
Oh, little of this, little of that. I like to be creative.
Mm-hmm. Then you should join a ceramics class.
Oh, you. Now, it says to add a pinch of oregano to the meatball mixture. Gosh, that hardly seems like enough.
Wait! There's something we need.
What?
Spanish basil.
Well, where do we get that?
Spain.
Well, maybe I can find some at the market.
Splendid idea.
All right. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
You keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm. That should buy me some time.
Are you sure you're okay, honey?
I'm fine, Mom. I mean, I still have some vision in one eye.
I said I was sorry. Well, I baked you something that's going to make you feel a lot better. Your favorite, pineapple upside-down cake. You can bring it in, Mr. Belvedere.
All right, Mrs. Owens. I'm just taking it out of the oven. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. It's too good. She'll never believe it.
Wow, Mom, you really made that?
Gee, I don't remember it looking so good.
Boy, Mom, you've been making some really great dinners these past couple of nights.
Yeah, you're getting better than Mr. Belvedere.
I could never have come this far without him.
You said a mouthful. Boy, Mom, you made us some really great dinners. Gee, you're even better than Mr. Belvedere. Oh, hello, sir. How pleasant to see you.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm thinking of having a dinner party tomorrow night.
Where?
Here. There's this city councilman, Lloyd Taylor, and we need his vote to hire 2 more attorneys for legal aid. So I'd like to invite him and his wife, and my boss Daryl and his wife.
I'll prepare something special.
No, you don't understand. I'm going to do the cooking.
But I thought you liked these people. And would want to spend as much time with them as you can.
Right, so why don't you serve the meal and I'll do everything else? I want to make a big impression.
I think you can count on that.
Kevin, why do you keep doing this to yourself?
I want to look good for the strip-off.
All you're going to look is lopsided.
Uh-oh. My tooth fell out. It's been loose ever since you hit me in the face with a door.
Kevin, I'm telling you as a sister, give this up.
Hey, come on. I still have sex appeal.
To who, Leon Spinks?
Hey, look, this is for charity. Besides, there might be a great-looking nurse in the audience. Anyway, nothing is going to keep me off that stage tonight. And my tooth! Oh, my God!
I see you.
Mrs. Owens, I was just wondering if I might be of some assistance.
Thanks all the same, but I want to make this dinner all by myself. It's important to my sense of self-worth.
I wouldn't get in the way, and I could tell a few amusing anecdotes. Perhaps do some of my bird calls.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, guess where I just found Mr. Bug-Eyes? He was in your closet trying to hit on one of your lizard skin shoes.
Wesley, I'm in trouble.
Oh, boy, what'd you do?
I've been doctoring up every one of your mother's meals behind her back.
You mean Mom still can't cook?
Bingo. And we've got guests coming in a few hours. I've just got to get in the kitchen.
I know. I'll call her from a payphone, tell her I ran away, and I won't come back unless she comes and gets me.
That might work. Then again, she might break open the champagne.
Hey.
I got it. She's got to go upstairs and dress. When she does that, I'll need your help.
Well, I guess I'll go get ready.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Belvedere said that since you're doing such a good job in the kitchen, he went to a double feature.
Good. Then I can take a nice hot bath and not have to worry about him snooping around the kitchen.
Yeah, he can be a real Budinsky. All clear. How did I do? You think I fooled her?
Without question. It's heartwarming seeing a boy lie to his mother that way.
Well, that's it. There's nothing more I can do.
Let us hope not. I mean, I've done enough already.
That's them.
I'll get it. Good evening. Please come in.
Good evening. My, what a lovely home. Isn't it lovely, Evelyn?
Yes, dear, it's lovely. Oh, thank you, Councilman Taylor, Mrs. Taylor. This is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Housekeeper? How much are we paying you legal aid lawyers, huh? Hey, haven't I seen you at Arnie's big and fat store?
Yes, weren't you the one they were trying to pry out of the dressing room?
Mr. Belvedere, this is my boss, Darrell Manning, and his wife, Paula. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Please sit down.
Where's Mr. Owens?
Oh, George won't be able to join us. He's on an exchange program to the Soviet Union.
You mean after all this time, I won't get to meet George Owens in the flesh?
Paula's a big fan of his. She never misses his sports reports.
I like to tape them and watch them later when I'm alone.
Salmon pate, anyone?
Great. I am starving, and we'd better get to it before this guy does, huh? So the mayor says, but Councilman Taylor, it will never work. And I say, why? Because it makes sense.
I never grow tired of that story.
Fresh rolls, anyone?
Love some, yeah. Marcia, dear, you have got to give Evelyn the recipe.
Oh, yes, the councilman loves rolls.
I can see that.
Councilman Taylor, about our request to expand our staff at legal aid.
Sir, as it stands now, there's a 2-week waiting period to see an attorney, and it's only getting worse.
Well, you know, your plight reminds me of the police shortage in '79.
When George gets home, do you ever peel off his shirt and rub those big, broad shoulders with warm oil?
Paula.
There we go, Kev. Just one step at a time.
Kevin!
Mom, this is not my idea, but Kevin seems to be a few sandwiches short of the picnic. Wanted to come down here and show everyone his costume for the strip-off.
What do you think?
His mouth is still numb from the Novocaine the dentist gave him.
I'm a Trojan.
He's a Trojan.
Apparently the one who fell off his horse.
Well, nice to meet you.
Goodbye, Kevin. Break a leg.
What a handsome family you have.
Mr. Belvedere, I gotta talk to you.
Oh, honey, come here. This is our youngest, Wesley.
Well, young man, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. Mr. Belvedere always says I'll either end up in prison or politics.
Why not both?
Mr. Belvedere, we have to talk.
Please excuse us.
Don't eat that stuff.
Why not? Salmon pate is the only edible thing your mother made.
Mr. Bug Eyes ate some, and look what it did to him.
Oh, dear.
That stuff must be rotten or something.
Oh, not necessarily. I'm sorry about your frog, of course. But that doesn't mean it'll hurt people. Does it?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out if everybody drops dead.
Where's the first aid manual?
It's over here.
Check under food poisoning.
Okay, here it is. Food poisoning is caused by bacterial toxins. It says to induce vomiting with 1 tablespoon of syrup of ipecac.
You used the last bottle after one of your mother's meatloaves. Well, there's nothing to it. I should just have to go out there and tell everyone your mother's poisoned them.
No! This dinner's important to Mom. She's trying to make a good impression.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
So what are we going to do?
Wesley, I never thought I'd say this, but let's go and make everyone sick.
Everything was delicious, Marcia. Thank you.
Is everybody done?
Well, I know I am. I couldn't eat another thing if you paid me, and I am an elected official.
You know, Councilman, that reminds me of ancient Rome. The upper classes used to gorge on their food and then tickle their throats with a feather, thereby causing them to regurgitate their feast into a nearby trough.
Yeah, I've got some feathers right here if anyone wants to try it. Frankly. Just kidding. Come on, Mr. Belvedere, I'll help you clear the table.
Anyway, Councilman, as we were saying, about the caseload situation...
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look at this rice. Doesn't it kind of look like a big bowl of maggots?
Perhaps, Wendy, but not quite as slimy or wiggly.
Mr. Belvedere?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, cool. Just like Debbie Price. She has extra lunch special all over her desk.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, then the substitute teacher saw it and had to barf in a wastebasket.
Wait, T. Owens, you go to your room.
But, Mrs. Owens...
And you can go with him.
Mrs. Owens, the boy is only trying to help. It appears we may all be suffering from food poisoning.
My frog ate some of that salmon spread you made, and, well, he croaked. I mean, literally.
Oh, no.
We consulted the first aid manual, and it says that we all must, well...
I think we got the picture.
I think we should all pay a visit to the nearest emergency room.
I'm so sorry.
But, you're all welcome back for pie.
I've never been so humiliated in my life. From now on, you do all the cooking, Mr. Belvedere.
It wasn't a total loss, Mrs. Owens. The councilman did say he'd vote for more attorneys.
Yeah, it's amazing what someone will agree to with a tube down their throat.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Dad.
How was the striptease? Everything come off without a hitch?
I raised $150.
That's wonderful, honey.
Yeah, it was all from one lady. She's a bone specialist. Says she wants to study me.
Hey, everybody, look. It's Mr. Bug Eyes. Guess he was just tired.
Mrs. Owens tells me that both new attorneys at Legal Aid are working out very well, and that they were the only ones brave enough to sample the plate of cookies she made. As for Kevin, the strip-off for charity was so successful that they're having another one this weekend. Kevin cannot attend on the advice of his bone specialist. He is sending a proxy.
Ladies, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Dennis Quaid is a battle-hardened space pilot and Earth's top gun. Louis Gossett Jr. is an alien from a distant planet with a distinct hatred for Earthmen. They're two sworn enemies stranded on a war-torn world. But to survive, they must learn to do the impossible. Work together in peace. Prepare for the futuristic thriller Enemy Mine. Tonight at 8. Now it's Three's Company. Next on Fox 11. KTTV, Los Angeles.
And a repressive government on Mission Impossible, followed by a notorious gun runner who kidnaps the younger brother and sister of one of the young writers. Now stay tuned for Living Dolls.
Mr. Belvedere, I left my ironing for you in the kitchen.
Thank you. I'll leave it on the curb with the rest of the trash. George, please, not after I've eaten.
I follow that rule. I never get to kiss my wife.
So how far did you guys run today?
Almost 3 miles.
Yeah, we ran all the way down to the courthouse and back.
Dropping off Wesley's bail money?
Go ahead and yuck it up. But we're going to be in great shape for that charity run.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marsh, let's do the stairs.
You're on.
Meet you at the finish line.
First thing in the morning? Gross.
Oh, don't worry. I short-sheeted their bed.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute seeing Dad try to keep up with Mom like that.
What do you mean, try?
Well, nothing. It's just, Mom's younger. She's in better shape.
Yeah, but Dad's a man.
So?
So he'll probably blow her off the pavement.
Why? Just because he's a man?
Well, yeah.
Kevin, you're a sexist pig.
I am not. I just think men are superior to women.
What?
In sports.
Want to bet?
Bet on what?
The race. If Mom beats Dad, I get your car for a month.
Okay, and if Dad wins, you set me up with backseat Barbara Tenenbaum.
You got it, you chauvinist hellhound.
May the best man win.
Wesley, why are you dressed like Oliver Twist?
kid at school has been shaking me down for my lunch money.
And he shook you so hard, your clothes fell apart.
No, I'm wearing these to make him think I'm poor. Then maybe he'll leave me alone.
But if you've already been paying him, he knows you're not poor.
Nah, he's not that bright.
Well, Wesley, I sympathize, but you can't leave the house looking like that.
Then could you lend me some money? This jerk said if I don't give him enough today, he's gonna wipe me off the face of the earth.
I'm sorry, I'm a little short.
Wesley, hi. I saved your seat.
Yeah, thanks, Marjorie.
Hey, Wes, don't cut by today. Miss Rockland's not wearing a bra.
Miss Rockland's a tramp.
Yeah.
Why, Louis, it looks to me like Owens has bought himself a lovely lunch today. Yeah, and if he can afford to buy a lovely lunch, Ernie, he must have lots and lots of money.
See you later, Wes. I hope.
Come on, you guys, I'm tapped out.
Oh, did you hear that, Ernie? Owens is tapped out.
I could give you a meatball.
Say, those meatballs do look real tasty. And I'll bet they look tastier and tastier as you get closer and closer. Yeah, Ernie, give him a meatball face.
Hey, what do you guys think you're doing?
Hey, it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, it's totally cool. We're out of here.
I didn't mean to scare away your friends, but my mother told me not to play with food.
Hey, I'm Wesley.
I'm Lenny. I just moved here.
Well, Lenny, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I didn't really want to join the football team, but when the coach saw me, he got down on his knees and thanked his patron saint and stuff.
No, you didn't have to walk me all the way home, Lenny.
Well, it's okay.
Don't you have football practice?
No. Coach says I just have to show up at the games, and the other team's quarterback usually faints.
Wesley, I attempted to clean up your room, but I couldn't find the floor. Now, either put these away or throw them out.
Okay.
Who's your little friend?
This is Lenny. Lenny, this is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Wow, you're almost as big as my mom.
You must bring her by. And we can all play Twister.
Okay.
Come on, let's watch some TV.
Oh, you like comic books? Hydrogen Man and Cosmic Crusher.
Yeah, and this one, a guy gets thrown in a cage with a bunch of screaming, bloodthirsty hyenas.
Sounds like my average day around here.
These are kind of violent. I like Archie comic books. I like Jughead and Betty, and I kind of relate to Moose. Bet you think that's stupid, don't you?
Well, I never really told anybody this before, but I kind of like Archie's, too.
You do?
Yeah, my favorite is Mr. Lodge. You know Veronica's dad? I like him because he's really rich, and he always takes advantage of people.
Mom, why are you putting on makeup to go jogging?
Well, I like to look nice for your father.
Well, I guess if you can't win, you might as well look good losing.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you can't beat Dad in the 5K. He's the guy.
Heather, that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, wake up and smell the coffee, Mom.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Dad.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Look, Mom is 15 years younger than you. There's no way you can keep up with her.
Kevin, it's not like we're racing against each other or anything.
Oh, good attitude. That way you can smile and wave as she runs past you.
Well, well, if it isn't my good friends Ernie and Louis. You guys met Lenny?
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Louis.
You know, I'm kind of short on cash today, and the Salisbury steak looks so yummy. You guys wouldn't happen to have a couple bucks to spare, would you?
Boy, that's That's really nice of you guys.
Someday, Owens. Yes, someday, Owens.
Thanks, Ern. You guys are real sweethearts.
I would have let you have one of my Salisbury steaks. I've already had 6.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have tasted nearly as good.
Hi, Wes.
Oh, hi, Margie. I'll be right back.
My parents are finally letting me have that party.
Yeah?
Tomorrow night, and chaperone.
Yeah?
Yeah, to bring some hot music and plenty of Banaka.
Hey, Wes, I'm going back for 7s. You want anything?
No thanks, Lenny.
Okay.
What? What you made me do? You gorp! Oh!
I'm sorry. Jughead once did the same thing to Betty. She was miffed, too.
I guarantee you, he chewed her up and spit her out.
I'm telling you, she turned him into dog meat.
Grandma Hopnagel chasing Spot again?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Here they come.
Oh, boy. That was really fun.
I really worked up a sweat. I think I'm going to take a shower.
I'll join you.
The more the merrier. But I get the duck.
I don't get it. I lit a fire under Dad this morning. I was sure he was going to go out there and annihilate her.
I can't believe you interfered like that. I am shocked.
You tried Mom, too, huh?
Oh, I thought I had her going.
Why are you two so interested in who finishes first?
Oh, just a little friendly wager between a loving brother and sister.
Cain and Mabel.
Maybe we just weren't clever enough.
I've never stopped you before.
Maybe you should sit down.
I just really need to talk to you.
Alone. Lenny, I think Mr. Belvedere's opening a canned ham in the kitchen.
Oh, great. Maybe you'll let me scrape the jelly off of it.
We can't have the party at my house tomorrow night. My parents had to move their past life regression seminar there.
Ah, tough break.
We can still have the party if we can find somewhere else to have it.
Well, maybe we could have it here.
Wesley, you're brilliant. And you're so cute when you're brilliant.
Boy, Mr. Belvedere sure is generous. He even let me have the big half.
Gee, Wes, gotta go. You're not gonna invite baby Huey to the party, are you?
Lenny, he's my friend.
Well, I'm your friend, too. And I'm a better kisser.
Hey, Wes, want to come to my house tomorrow night and look at my comic book collection?
I can't, Lenny. Saturday nights, my family goes Latvian folk dancing.
Well, that sounds like fun. Can I come?
Gee, no. You have to be part Latvian.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what kind of hors d'oeuvres are you planning for my soiree tomorrow night?
How about some happy face cookies?
Don't embarrass me. I've graduated to more adult pursuits.
Fine, I'll put out the brandy and cigars.
Come on.
Don't worry. I'll prepare something pubescent. I suppose I'll need extra food for Lenny. Perhaps a water buffalo.
You don't have to worry about Lenny. He went on a diet. Well, see ya.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hey, Kev.
Boy, big sale on running shoes in the paper. There's a pair here that might be good for you.
Oh, the ones I got are all right.
Okay. I just thought since Mom got a pair of those new jackrabbits, you might want a pair.
Jackrabbits?
Oh, yeah, right here.
$190? For that money, they should be chinchillas.
Boy, she must really want to look good.
Or else she really wants to win.
Where are you going, Dad?
I'm gonna bag me some jackrabbits.
Your father spent $200 on running shoes? What do they do? Fly?
I think it's neat that Dad's getting into trendy sportswear.
Maybe what he's trying to get is an edge on me.
He wouldn't do that. Would he?
Come on, Viv. We're going to the mall.
Hey, pretty hot shoes, Dad. How they feel?
I don't know. They felt better at the store.
Perhaps if we removed the shoehorn.
What the heck's all that?
This is going to cut my wind resistance in half.
I'm gonna cut your credit cards in half.
What's the matter, Georgie? You scared of a little competition?
Scared? I don't even know the meaning of the word.
All right. Then put your running shoes where your mouth is.
You're on.
Well, I hope you two are happy. All you've done is turn a simple charity run into Death Race 2000.
Yeah, isn't it great?
All's ready, Wesley. I even finished unpacking the raw meat to toss to your friends.
Excellent.
Oh, yes, Lenny called. He had hoped to catch you before you left for your Latvian folk dancing.
Okay, so I didn't invite him. Actually, I'm doing him a favor.
Oh, really?
Well, he's big and clumsy, and there's going to be girls around.
Are you afraid he'll sit on one?
He just wouldn't fit in.
I understand.
You do?
Certainly. Why tell anyone he's your friend? All he's ever done is to save your worthless little life. Enjoy your party. Look, children, I bought you a nice bowl of treats. Perhaps I should have brought the fire extinguisher. I have an idea. Let's play a nice game of hide and seek, and I'll be it. Now close your eyes and count to 10. And remember, no peeking. I can't think of anything that would be more fun. Apparently they can.
Elbowed me into that mud puddle.
After you pushed me into that German Shepherd. Hey, Wes, who said you could have a party?
I did. Problem with that?
I'm gonna get some punch. You want some?
No, but I'd like my gum back.
With any luck, that'll be the vice squad. Ah, something better.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Look, everyone. It's Lenny.
Hi, Wes.
Hi, Lenny.
Hey, Wes, I don't get it. What happened to the folk dancing?
Well, the accordion player died. So I came home and there was this surprise makeout party.
Oh. You guys can go back to kissing if you want. Oh, boy, Cosmic Crusher in 3D. Sure you don't want to check it out?
Trust me.
I can almost feel him crushing the life out of me.
I know just how you feel.
I can't believe he just showed up like that.
Yes, well, it is annoying when someone you've kissed off turns up at a kissing party.
That's my point. I've got 5 couples out there, and Lenny. Who's gonna suck his face?
Don't look at me.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going?
Ask Moose.
Don't leave Marjorie. The party's just starting.
Sorry, Wes, but the party's over.
Hey, Wes, everyone else is leaving. I'm going to go, too.
Oh, sure. Ruin my party and run. What'd you have to come here for in the first place?
I always come here. We're friends, aren't we?
Not when I'm around other people, you big jerk.
How about some pin the tail on the donkey? Wesley, bend over.
From now on, we train separately.
That's not the only thing we do separately. You're sleeping on the couch.
Forget the couch. I'll sleep at Kevin's.
You know, this race is getting much more interesting now. There's a wager on it.
Oh, I didn't bet on the race.
Me neither.
Good morning.
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 Boy, Mom, you look like you're faster than a speeding bullet. Better watch out, Dad. Well, gotta run. Bye.
Heather started this.
I think she had some help from Kevin.
And your heartwarming idiocy did the rest.
Hi. Hey, Owens. Looks like you and the Jolly Green Giant had a falling out. Yeah, looks that way to me, Ernie. I think you owe us a little apology. Yeah, a little apology. And a lot of money. So what do you say, buddy? Yeah, what do you say, buddy? I'm sorry. Owens is sorry, Lewis. You sorry, Owens?
Yeah. I'm sorry Lenny's too nice to use your ugly face for a battering ram.
You're asking for it, pal.
Oh, I'm real scared, worm lips.
You must want to die, Owens.
Better than smelling your rat breath.
Throw him through the ceiling, Ernie.
Go ahead, do it. Listen to your stupid little slave.
Hey, you're bothering my lunch.
I didn't know you were still eating.
I'm always still eating. What'd you go and say that stuff to him for? You could have got yourself killed.
Maybe I deserve to. Sorry for treating you so lousy.
Everyone treats me lousy. I'm just a loser.
You're not a loser. I am.
Huh?
All I wanted was to save my own butt. I used you, just like Mr. Lodge. And you fell for it, because you're a big, dumb, nice guy, just like Moose.
I can see why you don't want me around your friends.
They're not my friends. They bug out the minute there's trouble. Not you. You're the only real friend I've got.
I am? That's kind of pathetic.
Come on, I'll buy you chocolate milk.
Make it a 6-pack.
Take the dumb VCR so you can watch your stupid jock interviews all day long.
And you can keep the stove. You don't know how to use it anyway.
Hi, what's going on?
So you two all set for the big race?
Forget the race.
Your father and I have something to tell you. We're getting a divorce.
What?
I will decline spousal support in return for 70% of all community property.
70%?
That's it, Buster. Take it or I'll see you in court.
Oh, to hell with it. Anything to get rid of you.
Mr. Belvedere?
I'm sorry. I tried.
The only thing left is who gets them.
I don't want them.
I never wanted them.
Oh, my God, wait. See, me and Kevin made a bet on who would finish first in your race, and we each tried to make you want to win real bad, and it didn't work. So we got together, made you hate each other, and now you're getting divorced, so please, all because it was all just because of our stupid, stupid bet.
We know that.
You do?
How do you know?
A little birdie told me.
So I take it you two aren't getting a divorce?
No.
You had to learn not to manipulate your parents.
Yes, that's my job.
I hope you learned your lesson.
All right, Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry.
Me too.
Hey, just think what life would be like around here if I moved out.
I can't, George. I get too excited.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Kevin and Heather do appear to have learnt their lesson and have leashed the dogs of war. George, however, tripped Marcia in the charity race and beat her handily. My, is she angry. Perhaps George will be leaving after all. We can but hope. Lenny has helped teach Wesley that friendship is a two-way street. And speaking of two-way streets, Lenny presented me with a valued gift in thanks for all the goodies I've prepared for him.
Augustine, Augustine, Augustine. Ach, du liebe Augustine, Augustine, ja.
So, Carl, I take it you had a good date with that German stewardess.
How can you tell?
Well, usually you come in singing Eleanor Rigby.
Look, Ilsa is one hot lady, and she's nuts about me. We're going out again tomorrow night.
Ooh, 2 dates with the same woman? Wow, shouldn't the local news be in on this?
You've never seen me operate, but now that we're roommates, you're in for quite an education.
I'd rather have half the rent.
Take Ilsa, for example. Now, last week was date 1, the icebreaker. Tonight was date 2, the sensitive dinner.
Uh-huh. And what's date 3?
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
You show her how to vacuum?
Oh, boy, I hope after all this work these cookies sell at the bake sale.
Why didn't you just ask Mr. Belvedere to make them like last year? They were gone in 10 seconds.
That's because he ate them all.
Well, how are they coming along? Not that you could ever make cookies like Mr. Belvedere.
I wouldn't be too sure.
How very amusing.
I've even got a name for them. Belvedere's Bodacious Biscuits. So, what part do you want?
Ooh, I'll take the tummy.
But then there's practically nothing left.
I'd have named some desserts after you, but they've already got Twinkies and ding-dongs.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, where have you two been?
We saw Bambi.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, no, not the movie. Bambi Bernstein and the Beaver Falls Sound Machine.
Hey, you want a nightcap?
No, I'm tired.
Hey, come on, Morris. The night is young. And I could go for some good times with a hot lady.
Well, maybe Bambi has a midnight show. Good night, George. Good night, Mr. Belvedere.
Good night, Mrs. Owens.
You know, lately I get the feeling Marsh has lost interest. If you know what I mean.
Not exactly.
Well, do I have to spell it out for you?
Well, I'm sure if you did, you'd spell it wrong.
Forget it.
George, are you trying to tell me that your romantic life has become stale?
Yeah. S-T-A-I-L.
I thought so. Well, if your love life has become boring, try some new surroundings.
Like what?
Well, how about the library? Then you can learn to spell while you're at it.
My elbows in kitchen glove. Then I have to fix Mrs. Cicchini's radiator, and then I have 2 finals to study for.
She's bringing her roommate for you.
Wait, yep, and I gotta change clothes.
So, what's her name? Ava. She works with Ilsa.
You mean she's a stewardess?
Yep.
All right. So where are we gonna take her?
Oh, look, Kev, this is my 3rd date with Ilsa, and you know what that means.
You finally pay?
Look, I'm taking Ilsa back to her apartment, and you can take Ava wherever you want. It's them. Ilsa!
Karl, mein Liebchen. Oh, you must be Kevin, Karl's lonely friend.
I told her all about you.
Thanks, Carl.
Ava's going to love you. You're just her type.
Oh, yeah? Well, I have a feeling she's gonna be just my type, too.
Sorry I'm late, but I had to fight some Dummkopf over a parking place. The weightlifting training really paid off.
Das ist Ava.
Oh, boy.
Hey, your cookies were a big hit.
What are you talking about?
I sold all 6 dozen at the bake sale. One lady bought 2 to keep crows out of her garden.
Well, at least it's all over.
Not quite.
Why are you baking more of those ridiculous cookies?
I'm going to market you worldwide.
What?
Belvedere's Bodacious Biscuits. By the time I finish covering the town with these, you'll be more famous than Amos.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. My, what strange cookies. But they look just Like...
They're gingerbread men.
Hey, Marcia, you want to go to Makeout Point?
Are you crazy? It's freezing outside.
Well, I thought we could cuddle up under a blanket and, Never mind.
You know, George is acting awfully peculiar.
How can you tell?
I hope he's okay. Maybe he should have a brain scan.
I doubt they'd find anything. Anything wrong, I mean.
What's his problem?
You.
Me?
Yes, he thinks that you're bored with him. So I advised him to try different venues for your romantic escapades.
Oh, well, that explains the dancing in your bedroom.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, and him wanting me to play Tarzan and Jane in the basement.
What have I started?
Well, now that I know what he's up to, maybe I'll cooperate.
Carl, buddy, best friend. You didn't meet.
There it is.
Oh, a couple of stewardesses got sick. She had to work a flight to Dusseldorf.
Tough break.
For you, too. They need you on the flight.
Oh, gee, that's too bad, really. Well, I'll see you.
Well, we still have our ride to the airport all to ourselves.
Oh, no, see,
Oh, Ilsa, those ruby lips, that golden hair. You can fly me anywhere.
Warming up for Valentine's Day?
What are you doing here?
Oh, I brought back some of Kevin's tapes. By the way, who was that lady carrying Kevin out over her shoulder?
Oh, that's Ava. At least he's making body contact.
What's wrong, Carl?
Well, why is it whenever I get my hopes up about someone, it always fizzles out?
Because you're a dweeb.
Thanks a lot.
Come on, I'm trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, right.
Look, whenever I'm down, I try to think of something really great. Like, Bruce Springsteen jumping off stage and sweeping me up in his arms and carrying me away.
At this point, that doesn't sound half bad.
Come on, let's go for a walk. Grab a slice of pizza.
I don't take charity.
I'm buying.
I like anchovies.
George, I've never been more embarrassed in all my life.
Oh, but you gotta admit it was different.
What have these twits done now?
What happened?
Oh, George had this crazy idea. We were supposed to be total strangers who meet in a bar.
Good Lord, it's worse than I thought.
So we get all dressed up, and I go up to Marcia and say, "Can I buy a drink?"
There's an original line.
So I say, sure. That'll be $200 for the slow gin fizz. Next thing I know, this plainclothes cop slaps the cuffs on me.
He should have thrown a net over both of you. I'm sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
I'm gonna take these clothes off. Oh.
I'm sorry I got you into trouble.
Hey, it beats falling asleep to Johnny Carson.
Not believe the night I had.
Not only will I not believe it, I won't listen to it. Good night.
Hey, Kev.
Oh, hi, Heather. Hey, listen, sorry about rushing past you before, but Ava was in a hurry.
Yeah, I didn't know you went for the strong, silent type.
It was the worst date of my life.
Wow, that's really saying something.
Yeah, so where have you been?
On a date. Well, it wasn't really a date. It was more of a thing.
A thing?
Well, you know how sometimes there's somebody you never really notice, but you spend some time with them and they turn out to be okay, even sensitive, even nice?
No.
Well, that's what happened to me. And you know, maybe this could really turn into something.
Heather, that's great. So who is this guy?
Here you go, Heather. You forgot your purse.
Oh, thank you, Carl. I don't know what I'm going to major in when I go to college. English or history or business or astronomy. Something along those lines.
Yeah, I'm a senior. I still haven't figured out what my major is yet. I'm thinking of becoming a guidance counselor.
This was really a nice evening, Carl.
Yeah, for me too.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
Boy, isn't it a little late to be out? Oh, actually, I've stayed out a lot later than this.
Not you. Come on, young lady. It's a school night.
Who are you calling a young lady?
Yeah, Kev, where do you get off telling her?
Kevin!
Hey, come on. Your date was over. What's a big deal?
Well, you're embarrassing me and your best friend, and most of all, yourself.
Hey, it's my life.
Kevin, this is ridiculous.
Look, it's my responsibility to look out for you. After all, I'm your older brother.
Since when?
Since I was born before you.
Kevin, you were gone. You were over the edge. You were in Banana Land.
Look, I know Carl. I know how he operates, and I have reasons to be concerned. Now, what did you two do tonight?
Well, if you must know the truth, we had dinner, and then we spent the rest of the night on our backs.
What?
We went ice skating, and we're both klutzes, okay?
You know, I don't like the tone you're taking with me.
Well, then how's this tone? Blow it out your ear!
Heather, I forbid you to see Carl.
Or what?
Or I'll be very, very disappointed in you.
Kevin, good night. Get some sleep and then get a life.
Heather, look, I mean it.
Look, I'll see Carl whenever I want, and there's nothing you're going to do about it.
Okay, now if you can guarantee worldwide distribution, I think I can get Don DeLuise to be our spokesperson.
Sorry, wrong number.
You just hung up on the president of Nabisco.
What kind of nonsense is this?
It's not nonsense. I almost had to deal with Keebler, but they were afraid you'd give their elves a hernia.
I'm surprised you didn't call Pillsbury.
I did. They said they already had it, though, boy.
I think this has gone quite far enough.
Hey, I'm just exploring free enterprise.
Keep it up and you'll be exploring a lawsuit.
What about my cookie empire?
That's the way the empire crumbles.
Oh, George, this is so romantic.
Yeah. Nothing like a drive-in movie where they don't speak English. Now we really don't have to pay attention.
They sure don't put enough melted butter in the popcorn.
Oh, you want some cheese sauce for my nachos?
Oh, sure, why not?
Boy, get a load of those two in the next car.
Wow, they're really going at it.
Pretty hot for a couple of old-timers.
You know, I think it's really neat when old people can still get passionate. Oh, my God! It's my mom and dad!
What? Hey, you big jerk, will you get... Hi there, kitten.
Come on, Romeo. Looks like we got busted again.
Boy, isn't it great to get away from Kevin?
Yeah, he's been covering us like a cheap suit.
I'm a little chilly.
Oh, I got a jacket in the back seat.
Oh, great.
Here.
Thanks. Ooh, your hands are so warm.
You know what they say, warm hands, warm heart.
I thought it was cold hands, warm heart.
Oh, right. Well, my nose is cold.
Well, that's a start.
So, any more nachos?
This.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to save you from my zipper for brains best friend.
Will you get off it?
Hey, look, don't let him fool you, Heather. He's got his plan all worked out. First, he tries to relax you. Then he tries to make you think he's all sensitive. And then...
And then what?
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
He teaches me how to vacuum?
You know what I mean.
Okay, Kevin, you're right. We can't control our animal lusts, so please protect me from this sex maniac and take me home.
You bet I will. Come on.
Let's ditch him.
Hey!
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wesley.
Hey, you're baking cookies.
I always knew you were a smart lad.
What's going on? I figured you'd never want to see another cookie again.
Well, I got to thinking about what you said concerning free enterprise.
Yeah?
So, you have your bodacious Belvedere biscuits, and I have wacky Wesley wafers.
Hey, I don't like this.
Then you won't like the box. I wanted to display you in your natural habitat.
What's that say?
Kevin is acting insane.
Oh, I thought it said Kevin is anti-mame.
This is ridiculous. We can't even talk to each other with Kevin around.
Hey, you know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Well, wherever he is, he's probably listening.
I am not. Well, no snakes in there. Listen, Heather, I'll be upstairs if you need me.
I'll get us some sodas.
Better get 3. Oh, hi, Mr. Owens.
Hi, Carl. Look about the drive-in the other night.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's why people go to drive-ins. Except for me and Heather, of course. We were brushing up on our French.
Forget it. It's just Marcia and I can never seem to be alone.
I know what you mean. Hey, I know the perfect place where you could be alone.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, where are they?
Oh,
Heather and Carl, where'd they go?
they made me promise not to tell you.
All right, here's $5.
A promise is a promise.
A tin spot is a tin spot.
They went over to your place.
What?
They figured it'd be the last place you'd look.
Oh, trying to fool Kevin Owens, are they? Well, somebody is in for a big surprise.
Yeah, and it cost him $10. Mission accomplished.
Great work, Wes.
Hey, it was a snap. I mean, we are talking Kevin here.
Hope I'm not too late. I was never meant to see that.
Can't believe we've been alone for a whole hour.
Yeah, it seems more like 2 or 3. I mean, I'm having a really nice time. Sitting here, staring at the fire.
Boy, it sure is hot.
Yeah, really. Carl, do you get the feeling we don't have all that much to talk about?
Well, what do you mean? There's the fire. And the weather. And hey, how about that Gorbachev?
I mean between you and me. Now that Kevin's not pestering us, we don't have that much in common.
Gee, we should. We've known each other all our lives.
Well, you know, maybe we've just been doing this just to spite Kevin.
Could be. There's only one way to find out.
Oh, Carl,
Yeah?
that was awful.
For you too?
You know, maybe we're better off just being friends.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal.
Not bad at all. Do you want to watch some TV?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Hey, look, guys, I've had a change of heart. If you want to see each other, I can't stop you. I don't even want to. It's not worth it. So, Carl, go ahead, date my sister, please.
I don't want to date your sister.
And I don't want to date Carl. Turns out we were just doing this to annoy you.
Now you tell me.
Well, I've unfinished business with Ilsa.
So, Elsa, my fair Fraulein, may I interest you in a large cookie? It may be a bit stale.
Don't worry. I'm used to airline food.
My advice to George seems to have worked, albeit in a roundabout way. Although he and Mrs. Owens never found the perfect romantic spot, they had such fun trying that it rekindled a sense of adventure. Now they've come to appreciate the friendly confines of their own bedroom. As for the cookie wars, Wesley and I have called a truce. We've decided to dissolve our businesses.
All that's left now is to dissolve the inventory.
Backpack, mine's full.
Heather, we're going camping to get away from it all, and you're taking it all with us.
Well, I need all this stuff.
All you need is a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, and a mask so you don't scare the bears.
Oh, haven't you gone yet?
Sure you don't want to come camping with us, Mr. Belvedere? You'd enjoy the peace and quiet.
That's why I'm staying here.
Hey, guys, you all set to leave? Let me guess, your mom isn't ready.
Close, she's not even here.
What?
She's working on some adoption case.
Well, Wesley, I hope she finds you a very nice home.
Very funny.
Well, the car's all packed. I brought along my harmonica so we can sing songs around the campfire.
I'd better make room for my headphones.
Hey, Kev, I'm glad you could break away from your studies and come with us.
Hey, Dad, I love spending time with my family. Besides, they're fumigating my apartment, and if I stayed there, I'd die.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Mark, throw that in the knapsack and let's... Is that a baby?
No, George, the dog went bald.
Marsh, what's that baby doing here?
Looks like 2 to 3 days.
This afternoon that she's pregnant. And by the time they let me know that they didn't want to go through with the adoption, I already had temporary legal custody.
How temporary?
Look, it's 7 o'clock on Friday night. The adoption agency is closed, so it looks like we've got a house guest for the weekend. Isn't he adorable?
Hey, let's name him.
He already has a name. Everybody, this is Nelson.
Nice to meet you, Nelson. You look the outdoors type to me. So, step lively, everyone. You have a camping trip to go on.
Come on, Belvedere. We can't drive a baby like this all the way to the Allegheny National Forest.
Why not? You drove me to the brink of insanity.
Hey, Marsh. It's 3 o'clock.
I know, honey, but unfortunately, Nelson hasn't learned how to tell time yet.
Well, I'll walk him for a while.
Oh, that's okay. You need your sleep. You got a golf game in a couple of hours.
Who's worried about a golf game? I got my own little personal water hazard right here.
You must have had gas.
That was me, Marsh. So, Nelson, did I ever tell you about the time Manny Sanguin was catching Kent Ticovey? Why doesn't anyone ever want to hear that story?
Sleep tight, George.
The same to you.
Oh, I will. I'm going to a motel.
Sorry, this couch is taken.
Oh, yeah? Well, now it's a duplex. Shove over.
I gotta find some place to sleep where I can't hear the baby crying.
Try California.
All right. Night, sis.
Good night. Hey, Wes!
Thanks.
Get up. I had the couch first.
Sorry, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, well, if you don't get up, I'm gonna bust 9/10 of your head.
I'll still be smarter than you.
Hey, pipe down! We finally got the baby back to sleep. Jeez!
Guess it's safe to go upstairs. Yeah.
I'm gonna torch this crummy skateboard!
Hey, morning, everybody. What's up, Miss Belvedere? What's up?
My, you look chipper.
Well, I got all caught up in sleep last night. I found a house to share.
Why didn't you tell us?
Hey, I was lucky the dog let me in.
Wesley, you haven't eaten a thing. Where are you going?
To school. To get some sleep.
Well, listen, they're done fumigating my apartment. Heather, you want to ride to school?
As long as they fumigated your car, too.
Mrs. Owens, breakfast?
Oh, no time. I have to get to the office. I have a lot of calls to make if I'm going to find a home for this precious little guy.
Good luck.
Same to you.
You're leaving him with me?
Yeah, just for a few hours. Now, if he whimpers, he's wet. If he screams, he's hungry. And if he gurgles, he wants a little kissy wissy. You can remember all that?
Mrs. Owens, I'll have you know, I raised 4 members of the royal family. I'm sure I can manage a little commoner like this for a few hours. My dear child, I have fed you, walked you, endured your impression of Mount St. Helens for 6 hours now. I have even given you a kissy wissy. What can I possibly do to make you go to sleep?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Oh, is he a little wet?
How can you tell?
There, that's better. Did you miss me?
I don't know about him, but I did. Did you have any luck finding him a home?
Actually, I did find a couple that wants him.
I'll break out the champagne.
Silly man. Babies don't drink champagne, do they? They make their own bubbles.
Marsh, what are you doing? It's after midnight.
Oh, well, I had a few things on my mind, and the baby was a little fussy.
Yeah, he looks fine to me.
Well, he was having trouble sleeping.
Well, if you're jiggling me like that, I would too.
I guess I'm just worried about his future.
Hey, you'll find him a good home.
Boy, something really important must be up.
Yeah, Mom hasn't called an official family meeting since the time Wesley took out a second mortgage on the house.
Oh, good. You're all here.
Yeah, World Federation Wrestling is on, so make it fast.
Well, what would you all say if I told you that we were going to have another person living here?
Is it a prisoner exchange program?
No, I'm talking about a baby.
You're gonna have a baby?
Way to go, Dad! No, I'm not having a baby. I'm talking about adopting Nelson.
Surely you're kidding.
Come on, Marsh, you know how you get around babies.
How?
Nuts!
I can't help it. Every time I look at his little face, I see Kevin and Heather and Wesley.
And you want another one?
Look, Mom, a baby's gonna take a lot of your time. What about your job?
Well, that's why Mr. Belvedere is here.
No. That is why Mr. Belvedere is leaving.
That does it for me. The kid stays.
Look, Mr. Belvedere doesn't have to do anything for the baby he doesn't want to do. I can do most of my work at home and take care of Nelson at the same time.
Well, don't I get a say in this?
Of course you do. If you want to deny me the one and only thing I have ever asked for, just say the word.
Are you all ready for breakfast? There's a good boy, yes.
Aw, Oh, that's so sweet.
You want to hold him a sec?
Well, sure.
Dad.
You didn't fool me for a second. Hi, Dad.
Morning.
Where's Mom?
Well, she was up all night with the baby, and it's Belvedere's day off, and he was out here right after midnight. So I made breakfast.
Oh, goody.
There you go. Homemade oatmeal, nice and hot.
Dad, how much oatmeal did you make?
A box. Go ahead, dig in.
Give me your bowl, Heather.
No, you first. You need something that'll stick to your ribs.
Come on now, guys, don't fight over your food.
Dad's right, Heather. Come on, I'll buy you a breakfast burrito.
You're on.
Hey, aren't you going to finish your oatmeal?
Hang on to it, Dad. We can use it to patch the driveway.
Thanks for letting me sleep in, George.
Hey, no sweat. So, how's the colic kid?
Oh, he's catching a nap. Keeping me on my feet all night really wore him out.
Oh, you going to take it easy today?
I can't. I have to finish writing 3 briefs, make a long-distance conference call, and help a client reorganize her estate.
Don't forget to mow the lawn. See ya.
Bye. Well, it's nap time. I sure wish I could join you. Bill McLaughlin, please. Marcia Owens returning his call. Hi, Bill. Can I put you on the squawk box? Good.
Marcia, I've been going over the contracts, and I had a couple of thoughts.
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
First of all, Fields versus Westmoreland County is an excellent precedent to cite.
Well, failing a motion to dismiss, I think we need a precedent. Oh, hello. Whose boy are you?
What?
No, Bill. No, nothing.
Where do we stand on deposition?
Well, they've been submitted to the court, including the required stipulations. Oh, did you make a pee-pee?
No, Marcia, I didn't.
Oh, no, not you. I'm talking to a baby.
Well, as I was saying, Marcia, can you hear me?
Hey, Bill, can I call you back in 15 minutes?
Sorry, I'm doing court.
How about later this afternoon?
No good. Why don't we try this tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I have to take the baby to the pediatrician. Now listen, Nelson, I have a very important client coming over, so if you could just stay asleep for an hour or two, I can make enough money to buy you a... How do you bribe a baby? Hello, Mrs. Esterhazy. Please come in.
Thank you. What a lovely place. Where are those little mints that you have at your office?
Oh, I'm sorry, but as I told you on the phone, we have a new baby in the house, and they take up so much time.
Well, I'm sure your baby's getting more quality time than my grandchild gets from my son and that airhead aerobics instructor he married.
It's such a shame about your son moving to Florida.
That trampy little blonde can talk him into anything. But taking my only grandson, Binky, to Orlando, that really rips it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now tell me, exactly how old is little Binky?
27.
Hi, I'm Stan from the Beaver County Cable Company. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a hangover.
Hangover? I have a sleeping baby.
And a paying client. Can we get on with this?
Oh, certainly, Mrs. Esterhazy. I'll be right with you. I didn't place an order for cable.
Well, I got the purchase order right here. It's signed by Wesley T. Owens.
What?
Marcia, there are any number of competent attorneys that could change my will. And I'd get mints.
I'm coming, Mrs. Esterhazy. As you can see, this is not a good time.
It's $25 for the house call. If you want me to come back, it's another $25. It's up to you.
All right, look, do what you have to do, but just do it quietly. Okay, thank you.
Listen, you bleach blonde little tramp.
I beg your pardon.
I'm cutting you and my worthless son out of my will unless you leave Binky with me. I'm with my attorney right now.
Hello?
That's her, and she's even more ruthless than she sounds.
Stop that, you'll wake the baby. Oh, Nelson, no, not now.
Will you quiet that child? This is a long-distance call.
But it's my phone.
Hello? Hello? It went dead.
Looks like I cut the phone line.
But I need my phone. I work out of the house.
Not with this client.
Oh, Mrs. Esterhazy, please, can't we reschedule? How about tomorrow?
By that time, Binky could be strapped to a teacup in Disney World.
Pleasant evening.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How's your day off?
Oh, very nice. I went to the museum, I saw the ballet, and I ate a fine meal I didn't have to cook. How was yours?
Let's just say I had my hands full.
Remind you of the old days?
No, not really. Mr. Belvedere, I love that baby. Everything should be perfect. So why is everything so out of control?
Don't let it get you down. In a mere 18 years, he'll be in college.
You're not helping.
Mrs. Owens, you made a warm and loving home for your family. You got your law degree when many other women would be out playing tennis. At the same time, you raised 3 fine children. Well, 2 anyway.
Mr. Belvedere, do you think I'm doing the right thing trying to adopt Nelson?
I couldn't say. But the right decisions are always the hardest.
You're probably wondering why I called another family meeting.
Are we getting another baby?
Can we make it a girl this time?
No, it's nothing like that. I've invited some people over tomorrow. Bob and Shelley Mills. He's a rabbi, and she's a nurse. They're coming to see Nelson.
Are we having a bris?
No, Kevin. They're coming to take Nelson home.
What? But I thought you wanted another baby.
When I decided to try for Nelson, my maternal instincts were on a rampage that completely overwhelmed my better judgment, especially when it comes to what's best for Nelson.
Well, are you sure, Mom? I mean, maybe we just need to help you more.
Yeah, I could come home from school sooner.
Yeah, I could take some weekend shifts.
And I'm planning on doing a lot more cooking.
You're very sweet, but these things are not the issue. The issue is finding the right family for Nelson.
Well, what's wrong with us?
Nothing. But we're a complete family. The Mills have wanted children for years, and Nelson will be the answer to their prayers.
Do you think Nelson's starting to look just a little bit like me?
Yeah, especially when he sucks his thumb like that. Come in.
Listen, I just wanted to say goodbye to Nelson. And I wanted to give him this.
Your old baseball mitt?
Yeah, well, I was going to give it to Wes, but figured he'd only pawn it.
Come in.
Just in case I don't see Nelson in the morning, I wanted to say goodbye and give him this.
Your blow dryer?
In case he grows up to be an anchor man.
Hey, what's going on?
We're kind of saying goodbye to Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I'm really gonna miss the little dude. Of course, I never had to change him.
Good night, all.
Hey, big guy. Aren't you going to say goodbye to the little guy?
He doesn't react well to me. Besides, I hate goodbyes. Good night. I meant before was. I hate public goodbyes. There. Nelson's departure has left us all a little sad. Mrs. Owens was particularly hard hit, especially after Heather tried to comfort her by promising she'd have grandchildren in a few short years. In all candor, even I was bitten by the baby bug, to an extent that I was reluctant to admit. Ah, well, one must take comfort where one can find it. Come to Papa.
Hi, I'm George Owens, and this is Sports Rap. Hi, I'm George Owens, and this is Sports Rap. That sound like Hugh Downs. Hi, I'm George Owens, and this is Sports Rap.
Hi, I'm Lynn Belvedere, and I'd like to start breakfast. Rehearsing for your broadcast debut?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'm sure you'll do quite well.
Go ahead, ask me a question. Anything on sports.
Oh, I wouldn't dream. I mean, a person of your knowledge?
What do you want to know? Players, stats, records?
In cricket, if a batsman inadvertently strikes the wicket, causing the bails to fall before the bowler's delivery, is he penalized only 1 run, or is he out?
Yeah. He's penalized 1 run. He's out. And he has to go eat English food, and he gets sick, and he dies.
I almost forgot. I packed you a lunch.
I see that.
I think it's a very good idea. You're going to be sitting there for 4 hours.
Yes, you'll see I packed a few sandwiches, fruit, some Oreo cookies, double stuff, your favorite, a thermos of tomato soup and an extra tie, just in case.
Hey, Dad, can I come with you to the radio station? I've never been one. Can I? Ha, please, please, please.
Gee, I don't know, pal. Besides, I think it's going to be long and boring.
Oh, I'm gonna tell a lot of your stories, huh?
Delightful child.
Hey, Dad, you about ready to leave?
Pretty soon, pal.
Great. So you're going with him, aren't you, Mom?
No, honey, I'm going to stay home and study.
But, Mom, that's what libraries are for.
Why can't I study at home?
He's got a date. Jennifer Simpson's coming over.
Yeah, well, it's no big deal. We're just gonna study together.
Yeah? What are you going to study? Anatomy?
Dad.
So, I bet she's a pretty hot number, huh?
She's just a girl.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing.
Honey, you better hurry.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Well, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hi, Dad.
And just reminding you again, I'm George Owens. This is Sports Rap. I'm ready to take your calls at 555-2222 and discuss any sports topic, or just shoot the breeze. If you want to call right now, I think we've got some lines open. 1 through 12.
No one's calling him.
Someone will.
This is so embarrassing.
Okay, I'm ready to rap with you about baseball, basketball, football. How about those Steelers?
I think they stink. Any other opinions?
Okay, I need your notes for World War II.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
1 page for the whole war?
Oh, well, Mr. Yakamoto doesn't like to talk about it much.
Okay, I also need your notes for bio and trig.
Bio. Trig.
Do you realize that because of the insanity of the world situation, we could all be dead tomorrow?
Is that why you don't take notes?
Kevin, our entire planet is under assault. Pollution, toxic waste, the nuclear arms race, exploitation of the land and its creatures. But if we could come together, unite as one, oh, it could really make a difference.
I think it would for me.
Thanks for your call. You're on Sports Wrap.
Yeah, I have a question about soccer.
Fire away.
Yeah, I remember that soccer team that crashed in the Andes? Did they really start eating each other?
I don't know, but I wouldn't blame them with that airline food. Right now, 5 minutes for news headlines.
This is getting gross.
Your father's doing his best.
Hey, it's Saturday. Let's go someplace.
You mean you and me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think your father expects us to listen to the whole 4 hours.
Yes, I think 15 minutes is more than enough.
Hey, Ed, let's go to the beauty parlor.
Oh, no, not that. Not that.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, when Heather was younger, every once in a while we'd go and get our hair done the same way.
Cute.
Yeah. Then we'd put on identical outfits with the same purses and everything, and we'd go shopping.
I can just picture it.
Come on, Heather, it'll be fun.
Okay. God, I hope this is just a phase.
So, thanks for the notes and stuff. I appreciate it.
Oh, sure. Listen, Jennifer, I've been thinking about what you said. About the planet and how we're sitting on the eve of destruction.
Yeah.
So, you want to see a movie tonight while there's still time?
Listen, Kevin, I like you, and I think you're cute in a transient sort of way. But I've got other commitments.
Oh, well, I understand.
Listen, I'm handing out pamphlets at the mall this afternoon. We're trying to stop the slaughter of animals for their skins and pelts.
Oh, yeah, I hate that sort of stuff. I really do.
If you want to help, meet me at 3 in front of the Hickory Hut.
Great. Then after we're through, maybe we could, do something else.
Yeah, maybe. But you should know one thing. I won't sleep with anyone unless I respect their political convictions.
Hey, Jennifer, wait up. Hey, where are we going?
Shh. We're here.
Oh, yeah, first store. We'll hand out the pamphlet, stop the people from going in.
Oh, that's not the plan.
What are you going to do with that?
What do you think?
Spray the windows?
Windows can be cleaned, Kevin. A sable jacket can't.
Hey, wait a minute. We could get in a lot of trouble.
Kevin, that's the point. We've got to take a stand, make a statement, get some attention.
Yeah, well, I get a lot of attention at home.
You know, Kevin, these last few hours that we spent together have shown me that you're a person with courage and integrity. Someone I believe that I could really get active with.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Want to go all the way, Kevin. With this.
May I help you?
Sure.
My husband and I are looking for a fur.
You two are married?
Yeah.
Well, any type of quality fur is very expensive.
Oh, that's okay. We've got lots of money.
We won the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
We couldn't believe it happened to us.
Well, we just received a lovely Norwegian mink.
We'd love to see it. This is it.
Uh-huh.
How about this, huh? Isn't this stunning? And remember, this isn't just a coat. It's an investment.
May I?
Oh, certainly.
This is for all the minks in Norway and all over the world.
What are you, crazy?
Security!
Yeah, they had some cases there. Back in those days, it was really illegal to cork bats. Everybody was corking bats. What they did was cut the top of the bat off, then drill a hole, put a piece of cork in there, made the ball travel further. I remember one of those guys one afternoon hit a home run. The ball went unbelievably far, and the end of the bat ended up in right field. It was unbelievable. You had to be there to see it. It was really funny.
Come on, Picasso. Time to make another statement.
Hey, look, I've never been arrested before, you know?
Don't worry. I'll be gentle. Park it over there, honey.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine. Just fine.
Were you up with people?
No.
Thought I recognized you.
Okay, honey, we're going to need a little more information from you, and then we'll move you right along.
Oh, okay.
Full name.
Mud.
Is that with one or two D's?
Oh, no, it's Owens. Kevin B. I was joking.
Oh. Maybe later we can share a laugh.
Yes, Wally's World of Beanbag Furniture, the economy-minded wave of the future. Goes with any decor, and you've never been, oh, so comfortable.
Wesley, not in the house with that.
I'm bored.
Then go outside.
I don't want to go outside. Hey, let's play Parcheesi again.
No, you cheat.
Well, I'm a kid. Besides, you take too long to move.
Watch how fast I pack.
Wait, Mr. Belvedere, don't go away, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Wesley. It's been a long afternoon for both of us.
Well, let's try Scrabble again.
Fine. Just remember, Mooney Moolah is not a word.
It's aluminum. Backwards.
We're starting again.
Okay, kiddo, so much for pictures and prints, and now it's time for the cage. No writing on the walls, no spitting on the floors, no vulgar behavior of any kind.
What if I have to go to the bathroom?
I believe the same dynamic applies.
Hi.
Hi.
Can't get this stuff off my hands.
Blood?
Ink.
I was hoping we'd have something in common.
I'm gonna go stand over there now.
Wow, it's just like Dragnet. Hey, Kevin. What's going on? Murder somebody?
No.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Anything new?
Excuse me, I take it you're Mr. Owens?
If that is meant to be a joke, it's in very poor taste.
I don't believe this. I just don't believe it.
Mom, it looks great.
I mean, I don't believe this. This we will talk about later.
Hey, Mom, look at Kevin. Hey, Kevin, look at Mom.
You are right, honey?
Yeah. Are you?
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you Mrs. Owens?
Yes, I'm Marcia Owens.
Oh, well, I'm Sergeant Wentworth. I'm the arresting officer.
Sergeant, I may not have all the facts yet, but I do happen to be studying to be an attorney. And as someone who has a working knowledge of the law, I must tell you, this is a good boy.
Oh, Mom.
There you are, you butcher.
Hi, Mr. Beckman.
You wanted to kill me. Why didn't you just stick a knife in my heart? That would have been faster.
Kevin, what's going on? Well, according to Mr. Beckman here, your son ran into his first shop with this spray can
and did this?
Wow, just like Zorro.
Wesley, Heather, let's go and look at the wanted posters. Perhaps you'll see someone you know.
You painted a mink.
Uh-huh.
Are you crazy?
I was protesting.
Oh, come on, kid. It's a mink, for God's sake. They raise them on farms like wheat.
That still doesn't make it right.
What do you care? My business is in the toilet anyway. I mean, whatever happened to a fox rap and an evening at the theater? A raccoon coat and an Army-Navy game. What happened to glamour? What happened to you?
Look, Mr. Beckman, my son is at a very stupid age, but he means well.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Look, you must have children.
I never married.
No. But if you did, you'd know that kids sometimes act impulsively. And,
All right. All right. I know. He's a model citizen. The point is that... forget it. I was young once myself.
So you'll drop the charges?
Sure. Why not?
Thank you.
Just give me the $2,300 for the mink and I'll forget the whole thing.
But it's got paint on it.
Book him.
Okay. Do you have a phone I can use?
Sure, right over there.
Thank you.
You stay put.
Well, Kevin.
What?
Come now, lad. You're not the first person to suffer for something he believes in.
Oh, sure.
I certainly admire your convictions.
Oh, yeah, convictions. Right. Save the seals. Read all about it.
You know, Kevin, long ago, before it was fashionable, a friend and I intercepted a Soviet whaling vessel off the coast of Gibraltar.
Oh, yeah?
Braving the frigid and turbulent seas of the North Atlantic, we boarded the Karenina and lashed ourselves to the harpoon guns. They left us chained there for 2 weeks and then booted us into the Black Sea.
Boy, she must have been some girl.
Wonderful girl. Terrible swimmer.
That's right. Van Lingle Mungo, pitcher, 10 years with the Dodgers. You win your $5, pal. Okay, next call. Sports Rap, you're on the air.
George, Kevin's in jail.
What? Who is this? Marcia?
Yeah, George, listen, honey. He was in a protest. He did a little damage and they arrested him. Yeah, he's here. Fine. I'll put him right on. Mr. Belvedere? Phone.
Hello. Is this Sports Rap?
Don't get cute with me, Belvedere. I know you're behind this.
My kids were never interested in anything until you showed up.
George, I hate to disappoint you, but I had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Come on, it's me, remember? What was it? Nuke the whales? Free the Indy 500? What?
George, it was an affair of the heart. He did it for the girl.
Oh.
Kevin! Watch what you're doing.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Belvedere.
So how's it going in there, Kev?
Oh, getting it clean, Dad.
Way I got it figured out, you've already worked off close to $7.
Well, night's young.
Your popcorn, George.
Actually, this isn't too bad. To wear in the house. In the dark.
I think it looks kind of punk, Mom. Yeah, it matches your hairdo.
This tastes like a Duralog.
Ah, Mata Hari.
Is Kevin around?
Yes, he's in the fireplace.
Oh. Can I have a word with him?
That depends. Do you have a miner's helmet?
Mr. Belvedere, I'll talk to her. Okay?
Well, let's go, gang.
Well, children, have a nice chat.
Thank you.
I can't believe she had the nerve to show her face.
Look who's talking.
So, it seems I'm in the doghouse around here.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one.
Yeah, I can see that. Listen, Kevin, I appreciate you keeping my name out of this. My parents would have killed me.
Hey, it's no big deal.
So, you want to do something sometime? Go see a movie or get a burger? You've earned it.
Yeah, well, that sounds nice, but I think I'm going to be tied up for the next 6 or 7 years. Besides, I'm grounded. No movies, no TV, no stereo. I think I can use a toaster.
I'm sorry. But I'm sure that there's something that we could do.
Yeah, well, that sounds nice, too. But I think I'm gonna save that for someone whose convictions I respect.
I guess I had that coming.
Bye, Jennifer.
Goodbye, Kevin.
Think I'll go back in the chimney now.
Week 7. I find Kevin's little escapade at the Furriers has made my life in the Owens household a great deal easier. Kevin is so sincere in his efforts to work off his debt, he's actually been waiting on me. That's it, Kevin. That's a good lad. Happily, all this leisure time has left me free to pursue interests and convictions of my own, as well as make new friends. Nice catch, Sinbad.